and welcome to the Killstream. I am your host, Ethan Ralph, the owner and the editor-in-chief of theralphreport.com. It is Friday. That means it's the weekender, the last Killstream. Well, in theory, it's the last Killstream of the week. You never know what's going to happen on the weekend, but I do know what's going to happen this Monday. If you're part of the podcast gang, you can't see this, but this Monday morning, I will be taking a flight out to sunny Los Angeles, California, once again to spend a good week or so with my buddy Dick Masterson. Live kill streams from Los Angeles all next week. You didn't know it was going to happen. The special surprise that was just sprung on you. We're going to see what all we can set up. I won't announce what all I'm working on just yet, just in case it's just me and Dick having fun, which will be good in and of itself. But I am working on some things. Again, it was last minute, as it usually is. But I will be in Los Angeles all week next week for the kill stream. Oh, man, it's going to be fun. We'll see what's going on. Hopefully, the shit doesn't break out. But if it does, I'm going to be there. So we'll see what happens. So that's the announcement at the top of the show. Once again, Monday, June the 15th, live from Los Angeles, California. Killstream LA 3 begins. A whole week's worth of shows live from Casa de Masterson there. I'm looking forward to it. I think most of you are as well. So that's the announcement. Also, a bonus episode was posted yesterday for Patreon and Subscribestar and all that stuff. I'm going to do another bonus episode before I go to LA, probably with my good buddy Randbot. But we'll see. But I think that's what we're going to do. So be on the lookout for that. And just thank you in general. We're going to have a lot of fun next week. I'm really excited about the trip. I've been cooped up here for too long. I'm ready to go out. This was supposed to happen in March. Now, it's not going to be the big, 300-person party that was planned, however big the fucker was planned in March. But this is going to be fun, going back out to L.A. The new Project 2 Mafia linking up in person. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and more details as they become available. But the next time you hear an official kill stream, unless some shit breaks out this weekend, I will be in Los Angeles at Dick's house broadcasting it. So let me do this. Beatnik, just subscribe for 1 month. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Again, bonus episode with Rand. Many ways to get that. If you're a subscriber here on DLive, you can email me, theralph@theralphreport.com, patreon.com/theralphreport, newproject2.com/theralphreport, although it's kind of in limbo. I know some things are being worked on there. We'll see. But Subscribestar is also now an option, and it's fully stocked. Subscribestar.com/theralphreport. Okay, that was a mouthful. All right, let's keep going. Lord Zenu, WT Law says, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go indeed. We're about to bring Adam Green in just right at the top because he was scheduled to come on at 10 anyway, and I got started late. Even late by my standards, so I apologize for that. Maldrick with the diamond, very kind of you. Tuesday, shout out to her. Delightful, dear. Thank you, Tuesday. Spicy One says, who talked Todd into doing that anti-white PSA? That's a good question. Talking about, what's his name? Aaron Paul yesterday. Black Phillip says, 20K follower party win. Still no love from DLive. Yeah, we don't get a lot of love from DLive, but they do let us broadcast here and can continue to operate the show, which is good. By the way, I just turned the Entropy stream on. Sorry, it was a little bit late. entropystream.live/theralphreport. It's up right now. I'll link it in the chat. And Mountain Walk says, I'm going to say it, Gator. Do not. Don't say that. Mr. Noseberg is on a 1 month. Let's see. Resub for 1 month, 3 month streak. We might definitely have a 20K follower party, though. We'll see. It might happen when I'm in LA. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Let me bring in the panel really quick. Panel. Yeah. Oh, my God. Panel.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What are you doing, Bibble?
Nothing at all. I was not threatening anyone. I was not making any untoward comments. I was doing nothing. I'm a good boy. I didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing.
I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
All right. Gator, what about you?
Oh, you know me. I've been I was working on programming stuff. That's what I've been doing today. Get to see the fruits
Oh,
of my
man.
labor.
Hey, will you link that thing? Link that, because I completely forgot about that. God damn it.
Oh, well, it's good. It's a good thing that I have it pulled up.
God fucking damn it. Gator's got this cool thing that just fucking rolls through and keeps track of all the donations on DLive, contributions. I like to use contributions because that's what it is, actually. Donations.
I didn't
that's what
make
you
it.
give
Somebody
the
else
crippled
made it.
children
But,
and shit. Okay. Excuse me, sorry, I got a cough. It says cannot read property user by display.
oh, just refresh. Just refresh
okay.
it. If it
Okay,
fucks
yeah,
up, you just refresh it.
It works perfectly now. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Damn, Gator the wizard. Let's see. God Super Punch Bear says, "What's up, boys? Let's fucking go." You're right. Let's fucking go. Let's stop with the bullshit. Adam Green of No More News. How you doing, sir?
What's up? I'm doing good. Pleasure to be here on the Killstream to end the week.
Yep, you're here on the Weekender, the prime Friday slot, the last kill stream of the week. Now let me ask you this: what's been your big story of this week?
Oh, definitely the riots, the statues coming down. The fellow white meme is really intensifying to levels never before seen.
Don't you mean the peaceful protests, sir, and those violent statues that attacked people? I mean, I cannot believe that. I've never seen these damn Confederate statues hate black people so much they attack them even when they're inanimate.
Statue just jumped down on top of the motherfucker. Oh shit. Yeah. What do you think? By the way, what is playing in the back? Oh shit. That was a song from the BoJack soundtrack that randomly started playing. That sounds weird as fuck. What do you think about the people who just refuse to admit that there are in fact some black people doing some of the looting?
I find it astonishing that the media is really running with the line that it's white supremacists that are behind the looting, and that it's all just white supremacist provocateurs, according to the media. If they will lie about that, they will lie about absolutely anything.
I mean, we got some surveillance footage that just came out of Florida. You got to see this. There's your white supremacist right here looting a Florida Walmart.
Oh, I saw that.
A lot of it is being ignited by Antifa, for sure. But you know, when you get into who's behind them, there's been I've seen so many articles and headlines coming out of like the Jewish Forward and the Tablet saying, "Oh, Antifa was started in Russia to fight the anti-Semitic Christian czar," and then also in Germany, Stalin sent them there, which led to the rise of you know what, and then now there was a headline out this week on Haaretz that attacking Antifa is attacking Jews.
I saw that. Yes, any attack is an attack on Jews. You throw a stone anywhere, you hit a Jew.
Yeah, Ice Cube does the thing with capitalism, with the bankers around the board game being held up by the slaves, and then he gets attacked for that. So you attack capitalism or communism, you get attacked as an anti-Semite.
All right, now let me show this footage. It's in the show links. These white nationalists are just out of control. By the way, you said exactly the same thing I did, which is it's not, you don't have to say that there's no Antifa there or that there's no black people there. Clearly there's both. There's Antifa agitators, there's anarchist agitators, and there's massive mobs of black people doing tons of looting, and it's right there on camera. And if you can't admit that, then you're, I don't know, you're compromised in some way. And I don't know, either it's for electioneering purposes or it's because you're trying to protect your money. And you're trying to protect your money to such a degree that you're just completely ignoring what's staring you in the face. Not even a spin. This is just a flat out lie, is it not? To me, I don't know. Let me go ahead and play this footage. Do you have it pulled up, gentlemen?
Yep.
Yes, we do. And I just want to remind everybody, if you have a PS4, please get Days Gone and play the part where all the zombies run out of the run out of the caves and shit.
God.
It looks just like this. It looks just like this. I'm sorry. Continue.
All right, let's play it right now. Oh my God, catchy soundtrack they have there as well.
Look at all these.
Wakanda forever.
Wearing blackface, every one of them.
Local Mensa meeting taking place there at the
Walmart. Yes, a local Mensa meeting. Oh, they broke. What is that back there? Is that cigarettes that they're breaking into? What
no,
is
that's
that?
in the electronics.
That's
they're trying to get. Yeah, they.
I read it. Yeah, 100,000 in.
Yeah, 100,000 worth.
Like nothing to Walmart at all. They'll put up I'm sure that they've been promoting this, and this all the establishment corporations and politicians are supporting this, proof that it's not a systemic white supremacist controlled country.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, it's really an underdog movement they have going on here with Coca-Cola and Walmart.
Every single corporate organization supporting them. Yes, these are the unheard voices for sure.
It's gonna get so bad that when you go to the store and you buy a Coca-Cola, it's gonna say Black Lives Matter on the back. As they're in there breaking into Walmart, stealing thousands of dollars of Coca-Cola.
They're capitulating to the mob too. This is teaching people that if you can go out and cause violence and stomp people's head in and light stuff on fire, and then you will get political power. People will react to you. And this whole thing making this guy a martyr and a hero, it's kind of like it's gonna embolden people that are being arrested by the police to resist, knowing that whatever happens, there'll be riots in their name or something. They'll be a hero.
What's going to happen is police agencies are not going to want to use any sort of force, and so what's going to end up happening is there's going to be a lot of cops that are going to lose their life because they're too scared to protect themselves.
No, what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of criminals like robbers, rapists, and murderers that get away because they're going to try and run for it. They try and run for it first and foremost, and the cops know that if they chase them down and tackle them and possibly skin the person's knee, that it's going to result in them getting arrested and charged with murder or attempted murder for skinning this person's knee. So they're just not going to chase after him. They're just not going to do it. They're going, okay, well, I chased him a whole 20 feet. He got away. And so that's that. So that's what it's going to lead to. It's going to be a huge spike in crime, and then they're going to say, well, the police aren't effective. Look at this. The police won't go and catch these criminals. They're not effective. That's why we need social workers out here to soothe these criminals and play loots.
Dude, the first social worker that gets fucking raped and their arm stuck up their asshole or some shit. Like, imagine what this is gonna. Man, come on, this is ridiculous.
They're not gonna advertise that. They're not gonna, just like all the hundreds and thousands of women who get raped every year, with black on white violence. They're not gonna advertise that. You'll never hear about the social workers that get beaten and raped daily. Never hear.
All right.
Doesn't fit the narrative.
Let me read some of these. Also, thank Flamingo for the host. Let's see. Mountain Walk says, Ralph, I'm really gonna say it. Don't say it. Dan Bigfoot says, Adam, you should explain Rosa Luxemburg to them. Would you like to do that?
I don't. Name sounds familiar, but I don't have the talking points on that one. Rosa Luxemburg. Let me see who she was again. Okay, recognize the face. Communist, agitator, revolutionary, socialist. Yeah, that's what I see is happening right now in America with the statues coming down. The most symbolic thing of our culture and our history being erased. And Antifa clearly is communist, has past Soviet connections. Also, BLM. It's like they're using them as they're trying to take advantage of any rift in America to try to break it apart with communist revolution.
By the way, speaking of that Walmart footage, with all the looters running in there, Black Friday being the famous shopping day, it was renamed. It was renamed Black Friday over in the mirrored YouTube chat. Black Friday live and Walmart sitting there. It's like the meme of the white girl with instead it's Walmart sitting there in the middle. Oh no, poor Walmart.
So Rosa Luxemburg was a communist Marxist, and I got a good quote. I just watched an interesting documentary about communist revolutions and how a lot of the 60s, that's what was behind it. And here's a Lenin quote. Okay, guys, it's short. The most powerful enemy can be conquered by taking advantage of even the smallest rift of every antagonism of interest among the various groups within the nation. And that sounds almost identical to what Alexander Dugin says, that it is especially important to introduce geopolitical disorder into internal American activity, encouraging all kinds of separatism and ethnic, social, and racial conflicts, actively supporting all dissident movements, extremist racists, he also referenced Afro-American racists in another quote, and sectarian groups, thus destabilizing internal political processes in the U.S. We're seeing just communist revolution taking down, conquering America, taking down all these statues. And they're not going to stop with just the Confederate slaveholders of the South. They're going to move on. They're going to keep going because, in their heads, they think that America was built with the founders and the Constitution and everything was all inherently racist, and white people, Europeans, are just inherently racist. That's the narrative that they're pushing that's underpinning this. And it's just a nightmare.
All right, we're going to take calls. There's the link. Mountain Walk says, Bibble, I'm going to say it. God Super Punch says, those ancient and violent statues from the top rope. Herbert Silvatici says, D-Live has been, quote, losing Nick Fuentes' show. He says, yeah, I'm aware of some heat between Fuentes and D-Live. I don't know what's going to come of that.
Almost had 20,000 people watching the other night.
Yeah, wow. I think I don't speak for Fuentes. Of course, on the record, I don't speak for him or whatever. But I think he's a little disappointed with some of the respect he's been given around here on D-Live. And I mean,
I also saw
kind of hard to argue with that, to be quite honest with you. I'm in a good place with D-Live. I don't have any heat with them really right now, so I'm not going to trash them. But yeah, when you're the biggest guy on here,
well, no, he's just a small streamer, right? He only gets what, like 20, 30 views.
He's the biggest streamer on the platform now. Anyway, go ahead.
I saw that he was making the most lemons also a while back.
Well, who's getting more viewers than him? PewDiePie's not here anymore. He just signed a 3-year deal with YouTube. So I mean, I don't know.
How many people are watching the replays? I don't even know.
A ton of their global partners left. A ton of their affiliates left. And what happens here is D-Live is either used as a backup channel, or if you're on D-Live and you get big enough, you go to like Mixer or Twitch or somewhere else where you can make actual money. Like if you have to decide between getting 25% of your money taken by D-Live and maybe being able to scrape together 1,000 viewers or 5,000 viewers, if you're like homegrown D-Live talent, or going over to YouTube where you can get, you have like hundreds of thousands of people that you could possibly attract.
YouTube takes even more. The thing about D-Live is, I don't know, and I've said this a million times, I'm not trying to trash D-Live. I think the last couple weeks with the coverage of the riots was pretty awesome period for D-Live. If they can keep that same energy, that would be great. I do think some of the people, again, I don't know, I'm not trying to make it personal. I don't know. Some people understand what's driving the numbers here. Some people don't. And the people that don't could very well, torpedo the entire operation. This is not going to be, video game Twitch part 2 or whatever. You can have gaming. That's not what this is. That's not going to drive this place. Adam, go ahead.
BitChute's talking about they're going to have streaming soon too. So if D-Live wants to give up a huge opportunity you know, that and lose
Well,
out
I don't know
to
that,
BitChute.
but it's not clear that they do want to give it up, though. They kind of want to have both. You know what I mean? If you look at what they're doing, they could end all this tomorrow if they wanted. I mean, they could just say, "All right, leave. Sorry, sorry, Killstream's too edgy. Sorry, Fuentes, we don't want you here anymore." I mean, they could stop it if they wanted, but they're not doing that. But they're also not all the way on the other side either. Now,
They're
are
not
they
promoting
doing
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, are they doing that for reasons that maybe aren't apparent, like keeping payment processors and stuff like that? I mean, now not everything is talked about out in public. I have no inside information about that, by the way. I'm just speculating. I
bet you they're being heavily pressured by the ADL.
Yeah, maybe there
letters.
are reasons. Yeah, maybe there are reasons why they are a little kind of in the middle, or not as big a partner as you would think they should be, given the size of some of these streamers and where the audience is actually coming from. So I don't know. That's complete speculation, though. Let's keep going here. Where am I at? Kyler's subcultured. Mountain Walk is gonna say it. Kyler's gonna say it. Mountain Walk says. Lord Zenu WT Law says white power. God Super Punch Bear says Bibble's right. Their new sidearm is a rape. Weisel?
Whistle.
Whistle. Oh, okay, it wasn't spelled that way. Dan Bigfoot says Walmart tried their best with watermelon. With watermelon right up front. That really was a solid strategy that you thought that might be enough of a distraction. It just didn't pan out. There wasn't enough watermelon. That was the problem. God Super Punch Bear says, sorry, Whistle. Harold Silvatici says, Cuban from Canada, Ted Cruz tweets on racist statues. I'll check out Ted Cruz here in a minute. Let me check out these others as well to make sure. Entropy, yes, Entropy's up and running. Okay, we're good though. All right, let's there's the Black Friday.
Black.
Now, also, this is something that I saw right before I came on the air. I don't, hundreds of Jewish kids. I'll just read what it says.
Oh, this video, I saw that.
Hundreds of Jewish kids protest the closure of summer camps due to lockdowns by chanting, "We want camps." Here's what they chanted. I'm not sure where this was. Somewhere in Europe, I'd imagine. And then I said I don't know if they thought this one through. Maybe they might want to recalibrate there. I'm not sure. Minneapolis City Council unanimously passes resolution to replace police department with a community-led public safety system. Adam, what do you think about
police replacing the police with the police?
Oh, no, no, not the police. It's not police, silly Billy. It's a community-led public safety system.
Motherfucker, silly Billy.
Come on.
Neighborhood watch like Zimmerman?
They don't wear uniforms. They just wear, I don't know, color coordinated, similar, not exact matching uniforms, You can tell they work in
like
the
a
same
militia.
Oh my God, Minneapolis! It's gonna be fun to see. What do you think of their mayor? Can we get the clip of the mayor crying at the funeral? That's what I need. Or them telling him to get out, you cuck. Let me see.
Couldn't script it. You couldn't script the crying at the coffin.
What about when he was like, actually, I don't want to get rid of the police. And like, get out of here, you cuck. And he just like bows his head, literally like the cuck meme, and walks away. Did you see that?
I showed it on my video the other night.
Oh my God. We still haven't. I saw these, but there's been so much shit going on and so many guests. That's why they call this I call it. I made it. I call it the Weekender, because I get to catch up on some stuff I missed, and one of them was this clip that I just put in show links. It's the mayor. Oh my God, mayor, no! Mayor, no, he's in the casket, and George Floyd's in a fucking casket like Larry Flint's wheelchair and shit. Like, what the fuck? This motherfucker's got a gold casket? Is it?
That's the most ostentatious thing I've ever fucking seen.
He's in a gold casket? Are you serious? What the fuck?
Like, you sure you couldn't put fucking spinning rims on the side of it, bedazzle the shit out of it?
Yeah.
Have it sealed shut with golden chains.
Put a bottle of yak next to it and a fucking Soul Glow. Like, what the fuck? Gold casket? Are you serious? All right, you know what? Let's just hit it.
Whose rappers funded this again?
I don't know.
Kanye?
Oh, it was Floyd Mayweather paid for this, is what I was told. Yeah. All right, now it's starting to make sense, actually, now that you reminded me of that. All right, let's hit this right now.
No matter what may come my way, my life is in your hands.
Why is he crying? For his political career?
He looks like he's praying at the wall in Jerusalem.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Making so much.
Look at him.
Joy comes in.
He's crying because he'll never be black. He'll never have
Every black person in there is laughing to themselves right now and like nudging their buddy next to him.
He's crying right now because of what his wife's bull's gonna do to him later.
Look at the black people like, this white boy's making a fool out of himself right now.
Yeah, that's your ass, white boy. Literally.
I'm pretty sure.
Guys know
Why didn't he just open up the casket and why didn't he just open up the casket and suck his fucking dick right there? Like, I mean, that was
start wailing, try and climb in there with him. No, George, no, you can't leave without me, George.
George, because he's not in the casket.
Oh shit.
Don't go there.
That was Alex Jones' theory, was that the body's not in the casket, that they've already buried him. This is just for show.
No.
Would say that. You know that they got the same lawyer as Trayvon Martin, who there's a documentary out that lawyer used a fake witness. That one witness in Trayvon Martin wasn't just lying. It wasn't even his actual girlfriend. She stood in on the stand for someone else, according to this Trayvon Martin hoax documentary.
Holy shit. I gotta see that.
Yeah, it's by Paul Gilbert, the guy that did Dreams of My Real Father, about Obama's real dad being a communist. You guys see that one?
Mm-mm.
I didn't, but I didn't hear about it.
Also,
check it out.
I'm looking at the Bluetooth because my headphones. Do I sound the same? My headphones are kind of breaking in and switch back to the old ones here in a minute. We'll see. Anyway,
I'm hearing you break up when you talk.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just yeah, but his voice.
I think
you're doing the crackling voice meter thing that we hear on Discord, but they don't hear on stream.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that always happens. Yeah, but the headphone thing is kind of weird at the moment too. I'll change that back in a moment. Before I do, let's take a caller. Do we have callers?
They have a photo of the girl, the girl that was on the stand.
Oh shit!
Wait, is that her in the chat?
Yeah.
Where's the link of that? Wait, hold on. Oh,
damn, she looks like fucking Precious.
She was like mentally ill. It's really, really awful and cruel that they had her go up there and do that. She actually in her first deposition, she was like, "I feel guilty. I ain't know nothing." Like she said, she was basically lying. She admitted it.
What?
This is Trayvon led to the creation of Black Lives Matter.
Wow.
Holy shit. I
actually remember watching
Martin
that.
movie.
You've never seen that? I saw that live. Yeah, I remember that. She's not the sharpest knife in the drawer there. Let's just put it that way. Also, let me try
the documentary showed that she has nothing to do with Trayvon, that she was just put up there to.
It was her half sister who was really dating.
All right, hold on one sec. Hold on one sec because I'm trying to change this back over. Give me one sec. Yeah. Okay, now say something. Oh my god, if I have to switch all this over, that's gonna fucking piss me off. Give me a sec. It wouldn't be a kill stream without tech issues, Gator. Even just completely unforeseen ones. How is that happening? Oh wait, all right. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. Now, let's see. Let me restart Discord. Man, this was a hell of an op to do during the middle of the show. All right, let's see if I got it, though. Yeah.
So, can you hear us now?
Okay. Yes. I got the switch.
Verizon commercial now?
I got the switch done. Sorry, I know that was unwieldy, but I did get it done. Everybody can be heard now. Say something.
Something.
Yes. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. Also, voice meter crashed for a second, so that's why I went completely silent. Momentarily.
You're having one of those days, man.
No, it's okay. Actually, that's not so bad. For a tech issue level on the kill stream, that's not that bad, really.
It's not. You're moving windows around, shit, trying to figure out what broke.
Yeah, that's pretty okay, actually. For a month. All right, now let's take another
I agree
call.
with Spicy in the chat. Voice meter is such garbage. That's absolute trash.
I have to get. Never mind. Let's not talk about this. We talked about this before. Let's see. Post your girlfriend, Pinky. Also, check your email. Pinky Culture said, no, I'm not posting my girlfriend's Pinky. I will check my email, though. BG White says, did you know Rush went on The Breakfast Club today? Rush Limbaugh? That would be awesome if that's true. Oh, wait.
I thought he was dying.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that was a couple days ago, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. But yeah, he's got lung cancer. And they're trying to treat it, but we'll see what happens.
Let's see. Yeah, find that clip, Rush Limbaugh on Breakfast Club. I got a couple articles. I got a short clip of it, but I'd rather have a longer clip. I actually didn't see that.
Yeah, I've got the audio. Let me see if I can find the video, because I know they do the video too.
All right, let's see. Oh, they said he cucked out. I don't know. Green Danger says Boogie 1488 says Jews aren't white based. Oh yeah, I tweeted that out right before I came on the air. Boogie, what's his problem, Gator?
Well, it's like we said on the show.
This guy he's out of control with the anti-Semitism.
It's like we said on the last episode of the show. Boogie is the most radicalized person in modern America. He makes Tim Pool look like a schoolboy, like a saint.
He just, I don't know, man. This guy just really,
he's next level. Like I wouldn't be surprised to find that Boogie just covers himself with windmills of peace running down the street with some Roman salutes.
He said, forget where I read this, but wanted to share it. If you're a Christian and wondering if you should support BLM, consider this. The only white people in the Bible are the Romans who killed Jesus. The Romans killed Jesus. That's right.
Ben Shapiro says,
Well,
it's the
technically.
Definition of anti-Semitism is blood libel. You can't accuse them of deicide, of killing Jesus, but then this guy will do it to Romans and Christians. And it's interesting that they say that the only white people in the Bible are Romans, because I wonder if he knows about the whole Jacob and Esau story. Jacob became Israel, and they believe all Jews came from that line. And then Esau was the twin of Jacob, who they believe are the Europeans and the Christians in Amalek. In 613 of the Jewish Torah observing commandments, 3 of them are about destroying Amalek. And basically Amalek is any enemy they choose, and it can justify blotting out the memory of them. So we see all of our rabbis say that Esau is Edom, which in the end times is destroyed, and it's Amalek, which they have to destroy to usher in the Messianic age. And now we see all of the statues all over Europe. Did you see the thread of the one guy that had a huge thread of all the anti-Semitic statues in Europe that he wanted taken down?
I did not see that, actually.
Oh,
yeah, if you could link that in show links, we'll bring that up.
I can do that. About to Ethan's Twitter. Can I do that? I don't know where the show links are.
You can do that too. Yes. You can see.
And then there was the girl.
Show links, by the way, though. Show links. If you look, hold on, just to show you. Look to just right above the green room. There's a little room that says show links. Right above live looks. Yeah, go ahead.
It's in there. Yeah. Also, there was the girl who made the news. There was an article in the Daily Mail. She put out instructions. So she's Oxford educated museum curator who put out very detailed directions on how to use acids to break up the metal and then pull statues down.
Yeah, I think people like that should be
fucking evil.
Put in prison.
She's a fellow white. I think a lot of people were speculating because of her pictures.
That wouldn't shock me at all.
Tear down Ferdinand and Isabella, yeah.
Richard the Lionheart. Nah, fuck these people. They go fuck themselves.
He says, who knew coming up with a list of anti-Semites feted in Western statues and honors would be so exhausting? It's almost like racism is an endemic part of human history. So this is their narrative that they were persecuted everywhere they went since the beginning of time. And it has nothing to do with their behavior, their beliefs, or any of their actions.
Now, some of these might be tongue-in-cheek. I don't know. I did see the Hadrian's Wall one. I'm not sure if he's serious about all these, but...
Well, regardless, that's the attitude that they have towards Europeans.
All right, now, let's see. TMZ says, a message to our users. We have eliminated comments from our websites. We will activate the comment section again, but only after we have a process in place to immediately purge hate speech. Unfortunately,
good luck.
They can no longer have comments. Wow, that's kind of...
Are you reading that?
That was a
TMZ.
Yeah, TMZ, yeah. TMZ, yeah.
The gossip
TMZ is pro-Trump. The owner that runs it, what's his name? I want to say Levine.
What's his name? Levin. Harold Levin, or not Harold Levin, but Harvey Levin. But he doesn't.
Harvey Levin,
Harvey
yeah.
sold it. He actually sold it. But he's still editorial. He still has editorial control, I think. Yeah.
They're pro-Trump, and so is the National Enquirer.
Yeah, National Enquirer for sure. Beachy White says a friend couldn't have a funeral service for his mom. The Thin Red Line says the mayor is beyond cringe. Dan Bigfoot says, what does Adam think about Ice Cube's tweets? What do you think about that? And today there was
it's hilarious that he can do all the white tweets he want, anti-white tweets, but then he just posts Seal of Solomon, the hexagram with a cube in the middle, and Ben Shapiro and all of the Jewish organizations freak out. Yeah, that one too. They said that was anti-Semitic.
There's a huge article today in the Daily Beast titled Ice Cube's Long Disturbing History of Anti-Semitism. Let me see if I can find the lyric. Something about you let a Jew break up my crew. It's in the No Vaseline disc. Let's see.
Telling him what to do.
Yeah.
Posted a meme with how Viacom and Murray Rothstein, Sumner Redstone that own Viacom. They own MTV, BET, VH1, all types of the hip hop industry. I did a video on that about a year ago. Who runs the hip hop industry? And that'd be awesome if he shared that one.
He said, "Oh my God." He said, so this is when he left NWA. So don't believe Ren. So don't believe what Ren say, cause he going out like Kunta Kinte. But I got a whip for you, Toby. Used to be my homie. Now you act like you don't know me. It's a case of divide and conquer. Cause you let a Jew break up my crew. House nigga gotta run and hide. Yelling Compton, but you moved to Riverside. That's a quote there.
That was before Riverside would also be an insult.
Yeah. By the way, that's a quote from Ice Cube from a very famous rap song, No Vaseline. So I was just quoting there. And then later on in the song, he says, get rid of that devil. That's capital. Wait, hold on. Oh, wow. He says, I don't know how many of these I want to say. Get rid of that devil real simple. Put a bullet in his temple, because you can't be the nigga for life crew with a white Jew telling you what to do. That's another quote there, and the No Vaseline diss from Ice Cube. Ice Cube was hard as a motherfucker back in the day. People don't understand. They think it's the family friendly Ice Cube raps and all that shit. That was not that was not what Ice Cube was doing back in the early 90s. But anyway, thoughts panel.
Saw photos with him and Nation of Islam. And have you guys ever seen the speeches or the info from Professor Tony Hall that talks about the Jewish role in the slave trade?
No, I
haven't personally, no.
The book, the Farrakhan Nation of Islam book, the secret relationship between blacks and Jews.
I haven't read them, no.
I just watched it. Zionist Report posted a compilation of his speeches, and I didn't know this before. I have heard of the curse, but the religious justification and rationalization for the African slave trade, what came from the Talmud and the interpretation of the story with Noah and his son Ham, and that's the curse of Ham, the curse of Canaan that originated with the Talmudic Jews, that also the Christians adopted to justify enslaving the Africans. They thought it was ordained by God, essentially.
What?
I wish more black people knew that.
Ninja Genie from Pyrus 777. Pensive Cowboy says, Oy vey goyim, those evil Romans in the Sanhedrin. Pyrus 77 with a diamond. Thank you as well for that too, sir. Much appreciated. Here on this Weekender episode, Dan Bigfoot says, Michael J. song about government power censored. Go figure. Oh, Michael Jackson. Poor Michael Jackson. They were attacking him the other day. Let's see. I don't know. We still never had our Michael Jackson debate episode. But you know what we will have? On Monday, we'll have Johnny Monoxide from the Paranormies over on TRS. He will be on Monday. Penciled in for Tuesday. Not 1000% set yet, but it's penciled in. Southern Dingo versus Captain Tazaryak, the latest blood sports killer that we've had here on the stream. He's been hard to beat so far. So
Dingo's really hype about it. He really wanted a shot at the captain. He's gonna get it.
Dingo is fired up. He wanted a shot. We sent him straight to the top to face one of our top. To be frank, it's been hard to find somebody for the captain too. So we'll see what happens in this one. Who we can find for the captain next. Excuse me for the cough as well. And on Wednesday we'll have John Delarose making a return. He's a comics guy. I think he's a writer though, right? I don't know if he draws. I don't remember. I'm sorry, I forget. I think he writes though, right? I think so. I get him mixed up sometimes. I think he writes. By the way, this thing you set up, Gator, is awesome. Holy shit.
Well, like I said, I wasn't the one who made it. Somebody passed it along to me.
Oh, it's that bot thing? Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, it's that bot thing. Yeah,
somebody sent that to me too, but I had no idea really how to set that up. Was it really easy?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, good.
It took me working with somebody else and asking lots and lots of questions.
Yeah, so somebody sent it to me and I was like, probably not gonna get that set up. And I just kind of.
But now that I know how it works and how to compile it, It's smooth as silk.
Jay Fox with the diamond. Base Nibba says you have to vote for Trump because look around. Yeah, it works amazingly. Cooper says MJ owned half of Sony, straight murdered. Dorado, Texas says Michael Jackson ran a pedo ring with his lawyers. There's a disagreement there. The Base Crusader says whoever, with the Ninjagini, by the way, thank you. Whoever participated in the riots, your mom's a hoe. Mom is a hoe. I think.
Well, it might be nailing that one.
Joe Biden has a message for us, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're ready for this. Mr. Green of No More News. Shout out to that organization and to you yourself, sir. Look in the show links. Are you ready?
Yeah, let me pull this up. All right, I got it.
All right, you ready, Adam? This Joe Biden link, is he still there? Can he hear me?
Here, yeah. Tell me when to play. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I'll just go on now and so it'll just be a bang type thing. Go ahead and hit it right now.
Hello, everyone, on this day of prayer, where we try to understand God's plan in our pain.
Oh, Joe.
To George's family and friends.
Whoa.
Jill and I know the deep hole in your hearts when you bury a piece of your soul.
A hole in your fucking head,
deep
Joe.
in this earth. As I've said to you privately, we know you will never feel the same again. For most people, the numbness you feel now will slowly turn day after day, season after season into purpose through the memory of the one they lost. But for you, that day has come before you can fully grieve. And unlike most, you must grieve in public. And it's a burden. A burden that is now your purpose to change the world for the better. In the name of George Floyd. Like so many others, I've watched with awe as you summon the absolute courage to channel God's grace and show the good man George was. To stir justice too long dormant, to move millions to act peacefully and purposefully.
How many times
But among all the people around the world who feel connected to this tragedy,
a lot,
are the ones who lost something.
No, Ralph, he totally
can
did
never
this
ever
in
be
one
replaced. To George's children and grandchild. I know you miss your dad and your granddad. Little Gianna, as I said to you when I saw you yesterday, you're so brave. Daddy's looking down. He's so proud of you. I know you missed that bear hug that all.
Oh, wow. Did it cut?
Riding on his shoulders so you can touch the sky.
They saw Biden starting to fade a little bit
any
and
game
cut
you
it.
wanted because your smile, your laugh, your love is the only thing that mattered at the moment. I know you have a lot of questions, honey.
What if this was a deep fake?
Is this a very special
Too many black
episode?
children have had to
what the
ask for
fuck?
generations.
The more you know. Why is it cutting
Where's
out
Daddy
now?
go?
God damn, he sucks.
And looking through your eyes, we should also be asking ourselves why the answer is so often too cruel and painful.
This
Why
is
in
why
this
they're burning
nation
down every city in
do
America
too many
because
black
they know
Americans
otherwise this
wake
guy's
up
got no
knowing that
chance.
they could lose their life in the course of just living their life? Why does justice not roll like a river nor righteousness like a mighty stream?
Oh,
Why?
they wrote that one for you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we can't turn away. We must not turn away. We cannot leave this moment thinking we can once again turn away from racism that stings at our very soul, from systemic abuse that still plagues American life. As Thurgood Marshall once implored, quote, America must descend from indifference. It must descend from fear, the hatred, and the mistrust.
People better than
We
Joe.
must dissent because America can do better, because America has no choice but to do better. I grew up with Catholic social doctrine, which taught me that faith without works is dead, and you will know us by what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to deal with the denial, the promise of this nation to so many people for so long. It's about who we are, what we believe, and maybe most importantly, who we want to be, to ensure that all men and women are not only created equal, but are treated equally. We can heal this nation's wounds and remember its pain, not callous the heart and forget. I know Reverend Sharpton is there in Houston with you today. Rev, I watched you speak from Ecclesiastic last week in Minnesota, chapter 3, verse 1. Everything there is a time and a purpose and a season under the heavens.
Thank you, Rev.
Well, today, now is the time, the purpose, the season to listen and heal. Now is the time for racial justice.
This is so gay.
That's
What
the
in
answer we
the
must give to our
world?
children when they ask why.
So gay.
Because when there is justice for George Floyd, we will truly be on our way to racial justice in America. And then, as you said, Gianna, your daddy
There's
will
the
have
cut.
changed the world. May God be with you, George Floyd, and your family. And the words of a hymn from my church based on the 91st Psalm. May he raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, and make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of his hand. God bless you all. God bless you all.
Oh,
You ain't black if you don't vote for me.
Yeah, exactly.
we just
You're
actually
not real.
listened.
You're not really.
Oh
authentic.
no.
We listened to that whole thing. I'm not sure if I should be forgiven for that. Thoughts, Bibble, from that. I know you have a take on that.
Oh, the man, he missed his calling. He really should have been a preacher. I mean, the way that he enunciates so beautifully after the 158th take, the way that they managed to keep those flies from flying around his shit-filled diapers. It's moving. It's moving. I mean, they had to do that. You know, they had to do that because everybody's saying this motherfucker can't even string two words together. So they had to bring in the deep fake artists and the AI to mix in all. If you saw the unedited version, it looks like a goddamn early 2000s YouTube video. After every word, there's a cut. Just cut, 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 cut. Holy shit. How could anybody think of voting for that fucking senile old codger? I don't understand.
You don't understand. People vote blue, no matter who, no matter how many mansions Bernie's getting.
Oh god damn. God
Could we
damn.
just get a candidate for once or a party that's not communist or Zionist? Is that too much to ask for?
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's a lot to
Unfortunate.
ask for.
Not in the cards for America, I guess.
That's probably not gonna happen. All right, now let's bring in another caller. Let me look through here. Okay, Mountain Walk, you're on the Killstream on the Weekender. A little relaxed here. How you doing, sir?
Oh shit, it's me.
Not
What's
so
up?
relaxed
Hey,
that
Mountain.
you can't speak. Go ahead.
A little quiet, Mountain, by the way.
Oh yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me move my mic a little closer. Are we
That's
good
good.
now?
That's perfect. Yes.
Okay. Let me pull up the stream again. I was just like, I got confused. Anyway, so how are you guys doing? I'm just relaxing. I was like, what am I gonna talk about if I call in? And then I was like, oh, I have an idea.
Did you think all that and this was your lead up after you used all that time to think about your call and then this is how you began?
Yeah, Ralph. I'm just setting it up. So, have you guys? I know none of you. Well, okay. I know Bill will probably plays Yu-Gi-Oh because he's black. But if you guys have been paying attention to Magic the Gathering last couple days, they went.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah, so they went a little bit off the hook. So back in the day, like when Magic started, they had all sorts of different people do the art, and the art was all over the fucking place. Like it was just all sorts of different styles, different people or whatever do the art.
Sometimes it would be
But-
like hyper realistic. Sometimes it would be like weird fantasy. Sometimes it would just literally be pastel shit.
Right, exactly. I mean, literally like expressionistic, like watercolors, like hyper realistic stuff. Yeah, like I mean, look, Gator already knows this stuff. But let me go ahead and put something in. Well, I guess I can't post it in show links, but
Just put it in
I guess
stories, yeah.
suggest stores. Okay, I'll see if let's go ahead and put this here. This is an official article from Wizards of the Coast. about the depiction of racism.
Racism.
Yeah, in Magic the Gathering. And so apparently, allegedly, one of the artists, Harold McNeil, is, I guess, allegedly, he's a literal neo-Nazi. I mean, I checked out some of his social media posts and stuff. He just seems like a weird guy. Like, I guess he did some sort of, like, imagery of, like, Hitler with, like, a crown of thorns. I don't quite get it. I don't know. Maybe...
Wait, what?
Yeah, he did some weird stuff. He did a book or did some art of like Hitler, and he had like a crown of thorns on it. I don't know. This dude seems a little weird.
This was your favorite artist, you said?
not exactly favorite, but he is a good artist. He's a very distinct artist. Like his art, like for example, his fog, which from Mirage.
Laney Riefenstahl was a pretty distinct artist too. A lot of people.
I mean, look, Hitler did a lot of really good art. You know, if he just stuck to doing like watercolors and landscapes.
Did he secretly draw? Did he secretly draw the art for some of these Magic the Gathering cards? That's what I'm getting from Wizards' latest little dictation thing.
I mean, that's basically true. Like, I mean, they might have reused some of his early art from like the 20s for when he was in like, you know, university and stuff on like the lands from Alpha and Beta. But I mean, that's just, you know, that's just a rumor. We don't actually know if that's true. But yeah, so what ended up happening?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
They banned 7 cards from every format that they were legal. These are very, very old cards from like the first couple of years of the game, and they're all just like weird. The biggest one is Invoke Prejudice, which was a card that Harold McNeil did, and it more or less displayed like members of the KKK, and it's like, okay, I guess this looks like kind of racist. The name sounds racist, like whatever. But then they like banned random stuff like Pradesh gypsies and stone throwing devils under the guise of racism, which doesn't make a ton of sense. It's very weird. Like anything that could basically be considered like discriminatory or I don't know.
We have to clean up these Wizards of the Coast scum. Thank you, sir, for calling in. I appreciate it. Are you gonna keep us up to date on this story?
Yeah. If there's anything else going on, I'll be sure to give you some links or some more info.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All right. I have no idea what he was talking about whatsoever.
Well, that's why he posted the article.
I love Mountain Walk. Yeah, no, I pulled it up. Depictions of racism in Magic. Today we will be changing. I still had no idea what he was talking about, but you're right. That's why he posted the article. So
and I'm posting the art of the cards.
Even a moron like me can read it. Still has no idea what it means, but it's gonna sound really good because I'm about to read it. Right now. Today, we will be changing the multiverse ID and removing the Gatherer card image for the card Invoke Prejudice, originally printed in 1994. The card is racist and made even worse by the multiverse ID it was unfortunately codified with years ago. There's no place for racism in our game, nor anywhere else. But to that point, it should never have been published nor placed in the Gatherer. And for that, we are sorry. The events of the past weeks and the ongoing conversation about how we can better support people of color have caused us to examine ourselves, our actions, and our inactions. We appreciate everyone helping us to recognize when we fall short. We should have been better, we can be better, and we will be better. To that end, we will be removing a number of images from our database that are racist or culturally offensive, including Invoke Prejudice, Cleanse, Stone-throwing devils, Pradesh gypsies, Jihad, Imprison, and Crusade. Replacing those card images will be the following statement. We have removed, let me read it. We have removed this card image from our database due to its racist depiction, text, or combination thereof. Racism in any form is unacceptable and has no place in our games, nor anywhere else. Additionally, these cards will be banned in all sanctioned tournament play. There's much more work to be done as we continue to make our games, communities, and company more inclusive. Know that we work every day to be better and that we hear you. We look forward to sharing more of our plans with you as our games and organizations evolve. Gator, go ahead.
Oh man, you need to look at the Google cache that I posted in in show links. I think I understand now why they changed the number. This couldn't have been an accident. This was absolutely not.
Wait, which one do I pull up? Which one do I pull up? This last one?
No, what I posted, not what Foos posted, what I posted.
Okay, no, wait, is it in show links?
Show links.
Oh,
it's in show links, yeah.
Okay. The Google cache. All right, let me pull this.
You're gonna laugh when you see it.
Magic the Gathering. Invoke Prejudice. Card
but
text.
Look at the top where it says this is Google's cache of, and look at the multiverse ID.
Oh, multiverse ID 1488. Invoke Prejudice. They put that in themselves.
That was not an accident.
They did that themselves. Invoke Prejudice 1488.
They did that on purpose. They're gonna make excuses. Oh, it was an accident. No, you did that. You 100% knew what you were doing.
Oh my god. Multiverse ID equals 1488.
They knew what they were doing. You can't lie to us, wizards.
They were trying to clean up their evidence. Is that what happened here?
That's what it is. They were trying to cover it up.
Oh, pathetic. They don't give a fuck about George Floyd. They don't give one shit about George Floyd. They're trying to cover their tracks. Sad. Sad and pathetic. George Floyd is not
I bet you Mark Rosewater
you know.
himself made that ID. That's probably what it was.
Ugh. Trash. Let's see. That piano is killing me. CEO of Optics said earlier. Yeah, it really was. Anglerfish chances George Floyd is looking up at them, not down. Pensive Cowboy says, "Day miss Daddy. His smile, how he beat white women. Come sit on Uncle Joe's lap and pet his leg hair." Neon Nick says. Neon Nick then says, "Did he say courage to challenge God's grace? What the fuck?" Yeah, I don't know. Sigma Zero says, "That's a CGI Joe." Neon Nick says, "May he raise you up on eagle's wings and drop you in something." I don't know. Wandering Soul says, "Remember kids 13 to 50. Thin Red Line says, "Biden is riding high on adrenochrome." Base Nimbus says, "Blacks don't know about deepfakes yet." Dorado, Texas says, "Shocked how many people in chat support Michael Jackson." Well, he did make Thriller, sir. So that's pretty big. Mountain Walk says, "Thank you, Gator, for helping me. I had some drinks. You're based." Scrub Lord Man says, "Sounds like Maddox wrote this article." Mountain Walk says, 100% serious. That number was random, Gator LMFAO. Mountain Walk says, "Literally, that number is the work of KE. I'm serious." JC Denton says, "Adam, do you agree we need a new third position party?" What do you think about that, sir?
I think third position is a loaded term, so I don't want to
Sure.
label it that. We need a politician that genuinely is opposed to communism and Zionism, and being controlled by the Zionist lobby, and doing everything Israel says.
All right, let's keep going. Yeah, I mean, you won't hear much disagreement there from me at all, if any. Propane Daddy says, "This is a bunch of goddamn malarkey." Not sure if I read that one or not. I think I did, but I wanted to say it again. Let me. Some of you just want to say again. Cynic Chief over on entropystream.live/the Ralph Retort. Shout out to them, Entropy motherfuckers. They're great. Cynic Chief says, "Fuck D-Live for deleting my account, along with the 100. Wait. Along with the $100 in lemons on it and year subscriptions for others. Their tech support has been zero help." All right, well, I guess I'll just forward that up the chain then. Luckily, I can get you some tech support. That is fucked up, though. I don't know what happened with that, obviously. Oh, you know
Yeah,
what I
that's a
do
little
know?
weird.
You know what I do? I bet I do know what happened because there was a thing in May, and they said if you didn't switch over your account, it might mess up your, if you had registered through the Lino backend or whatever, then you might not be able to recover. I'm not sure. Let me ask.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about when they
Yeah.
changed the
They
when they
said that to
changed
me
over from
too.
Lino to the
They
to the
said
new
that to me
network.
too. They're like, you got to change it to your own email or something else, or you might lose it. I don't know if they can recover that or not, but I just sent an email or a message, so maybe they can. If they can, I'll definitely help. Ask Gator if he downloaded Einhander. What do you think about that, Gator?
Actually, I think I have the perfectly legal copy on my computer somewhere.
Oh, I doubt that. A-Hole Anderson says Grand Wizards of the Coast. Eddie Brav 12 linked this video.
Yes, I have it. I got it back in March. Completely legal.
Completely legal. Why are you bragging about that? All right, now look in the show links. Chess champion explains who killed Michael Jackson. Why the fuck? What? What in the world do we get linked on a nightly basis, gentlemen? Did you expect that this? You know what? It's 46 seconds. We're gonna play it. Go ahead and pull it up. You ready, Adam? Are you ready to hear a chess champion fucking explain to you just who killed the king of pop?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Gonna tell us. Gonna tell us right now.
Take a sweater. Oh, yeah. They don't want people to get the picture. Yeah. So they shut up talking about don't Jew me. What? You understand? Yep. In other words, they don't say Michael Jackson is a very bad person and he should be convicted of this child molestation because he said don't Jew me in a song. They're too smart now. Now, before they made a big story out of it, but now they're at a different stage. Now they're really going after him, and they don't want people to get the picture, to see the real motivation. Right. You know?
That was terrible.
I disavow any of that. None of that was confirmed, of course. Herbert Silvatici says Biden's now spent more time with George Floyd's daughter than George did. Oh my God. Oh.
Oh no.
Is that verifiably true? Oh my. Mountain Walk says, hi Ralph. Sorry I'm so autistic. Thank you for having me on. No, you brought a good story. We covered that tonight. I appreciated that. Even though I had nothing, no clue about what was going on. That's the type of story we should bring up. And a lot of people in the audience and the co-host here, Gator, knew what was going on. So that's one we should cover. Anyway, and also thank you, Cynic Chief. Man, I forwarded your thing there. We'll see if I can get you any help. Let's also take another caller. Let's see, who should we take? I really don't know. This bunch here. Oh, it's a real rogues gallery, but go ahead, Foosh. You're on the Killstream, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
You're really low.
We can. Turn it up just a little bit.
Turn it up.
Turn it up. All right, I'll just talk a little louder.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but while you were covering the riots, some big stories went on, and I think maybe the Democratic Party incited these riots just to cover up some of these stories that you don't really hear about. I linked an article from Snopes about it.
Okay, well, why don't you just describe it rather than have me pull it up and read
well,
it? Yeah.
Hillary Clinton is losing her suit, and she's going to have to testify in September about her emails. I believe Judicial Watch is heading that up. Rod Rosenstein, Steen, has to testify before the Senate regarding his rubber stamping FISA warrants without reading it. And the Senate has subpoenaed over 30 Obama officials as the outgoing Obama administration was targeting Trump's administration for surveillance.
Damn.
Yeah, I did see some of those stories. I mean, Hillary's never going to jail or anything like that, obviously, but yeah, I did see some of that stuff. I don't know that I would say that it was like engineered riots. That would take.
Well, the
I wouldn't
riots
put it
were
past some of
very
these motherfuckers
organized,
for
if
sure.
you know what
That's
I
true.
mean.
They were, and I saw some other people float this theory as well. If you want to know the truth about it, so yeah.
I
Well,
don't think you have to do the echoes after Steen.
I tried. Steen.
All right. Well, we'll look into that some more. I'll try to pull up some more of those stories. Throw them in show links. What else you got? Besides
Oh, that's
conjecture?
about it. And I hope your Alabama Crimson Tide gets to play again and lose again. You know.
Yeah, that sounds
You know
like
what?
something you would say.
I can't believe you would bring Foose on this call while I'm on here. I've clearly said that I don't like Foose, so
You know what,
yada
buddy?
yada.
I love you.
Yeah, get out.
You know,
Be my gay black lover.
you
Get
know
out.
what it is.
Get out.
I'm so sorry.
Get
I was
out.
shit tonight. I'll try and be better tomorrow, chat. I'm a tired boy. I'll talk to you later.
Have a
You
good
sound
night,
like you're
Bibble.
half dead, Bibble. What in the
I
fuck is
am
wrong?
half dead. I am half dead, unfortunately.
Get some rest, man.
these Walmarts do not liberate themselves. All right, I had to travel across country several times now to get into all of these.
Sometimes a hoe just don't want to listen, and the pen pan, it's not something you want to use. Maybe it makes me sad to put the hand down, but you know, it can also really make you tired. The limb, I think that's what you're talking about, your limb injury. You know, that cock back and just hemp slap can really hurt the rotator cuff, all that stuff up in there.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Good night, Bibble.
Yes, sir. Good night.
All right. Let's see. Let's take a call. Fish and Soil, go ahead. You're on the kill stream.
Yeah, Adam, I know you've covered the Belt and Road Initiative a lot. I'm just kind of wondering, who do you think is ultimately going to benefit more from the technology transfer, Israel or China, and who's going to emerge a bigger economic threat because of that?
Israel.
All right, that was pretty
Short, sweet, concise.
I didn't he didn't mince any words there. You got anything else, caller?
The point of Zionism is rule the world from Jerusalem. It looks like they're going to be doing it partially with advanced technology, through religion, through political power, and you know, that's what their prophecies are. That's what they think they're destined to do, chosen by God to, you know, light unto the nations and lead the world in their messianic utopia.
Now, I guess one other question. So China doesn't have the same sort of guilt attached to it that Europeans and Americans have. How do you think they're going to keep China in line, so to speak, in terms of kind of cooperating with Israel and making sure they don't get stabbed in the...
Good question. It's something else I thought about is they're not able to infiltrate and camouflage themselves within the Chinese.
By the way,
people.
Adam, you're breaking up a lot, by the way. I don't know if it's your VPN. Yeah, you're breaking up a lot. So I just wanted to put that out there because I couldn't really understand you.
Okay, is that better? Am I clear now?
It was a little better. Go ahead, try to talk again.
Test 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Nah, it's not that.
Your connection. Your connection to Discord
it's
is
definitely the Discord connection. Maybe restart Discord, or your connection. Yeah, or I don't know if you're on a VPN because it's breaking up. It was doing it a little bit earlier, but not to that.
Yeah, I got really bad all of a sudden. It's
yeah, it was
they're trying to silence them.
Yeah, it was enough to where okay, you know, every few words, whatever, you could still understand, but this was too much.
All right, he's back in. Dragging back.
All right, let's see how he's
all
doing.
Right.
All right,
I'm back.
Okay, that sounds like that's gonna be better, I think.
All right, it's got to be Discord because my internet's looking good.
Yeah, you sound good now. Discord's fucking hit or miss. Go ahead, finish your thought though.
So I was gonna say, yeah, they don't have the same guilt scenario going on, and also they're not able to infiltrate and camouflage themselves within pass as fellow whites to subvert quite the same way. So it's a different relationship, different dynamic.
All right, let's see here. JC Denton says, Adam, how long can Jones keep up the Trump shilling?
Oh, he'll do it. I think Trump's going to win. He'll do it the whole next 4 years too. I don't think he's going to dial it back. He's gone this far now. He'll make excuses and be an apologist for anything.
Mountain Walk says, imagine thinking China isn't greater than Israel.
I don't think they are. They have more people, but I think Israel, especially if you look at their growth and the influence around the world, Israel largely controls America. So you don't think America is more powerful than, and they've got a relationship, above board. It seems like it's not that strong, but below with Bibi and Putin in Russia. So Israel.
All right. Let's see.
Is it illegal to criticize Israel, or is it illegal to criticize China?
Let's see. Fosgate Rocks says you should get Razor Fist for defense of MJ in debate. I don't know that Razor Fist likes me. I mean, I shouldn't say that publicly, but he seems to kind of be sour on the Killstream for some reason. Why? I don't know what his problem is exactly. I don't know.
He likes Ian Miles Chung, and he doesn't like Nick Fuentes. He blocked just about everybody that ever retweeted Nick. So he's blocked me for retweeting Nick Fuentes.
I don't know. He doesn't have me blocked, but he seems salty for some reason.
When I did a video on Michael Jackson and his relationship with the you-know-whos, so many people in the comments were like, watch Razor Fist, watch Razor Fist. Not a pedophile. They set him up. So I watched a little bit of his videos on that.
I don't know if
I think he was a kitty diddler. I
don't know if he is or isn't. I think there was some unhealthy type things going on. I'll still bump Thriller every single time. So whatever. I mean, it sucks to say, but Billie Jean comes on. I'm still turning it up. Fuck it. Okay, now let's see. Mountain Walk says wrong. LMFAO. All right, let's take another caller. It's also Friday on the Weekender. We'd like to take as many callers as possible. So for some of you new viewers here, shout out to the Killstream Uncut rebroadcast, the home here on DLive.tv/The Ralph Retort. Let's take a caller. Not an argument. You're on the Killstream live. Over 600 episodes. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, we can, bud.
Yeah, Adam, thank you for all you do, man. Imagine
Thank you.
the scrutiny and bullshit you go through for what you do. In part on that, I'm wondering, what do you credit the fact that you're still on YouTube?
I think it's an art to not get censored from YouTube. I'm really careful the way I word things. If there's something that I know will violate the rules, like a title of a video or just information, certain topics you can't cover, so that has to be on BitChute exclusively. I've had so many videos limited stated or banned and monetized a long time ago. I've just learned to adapt and sort of stay under the radar. Also, I'm not inflammatory. I don't use bad language. I don't attack people in like a derogatory way. I stick a lot to mainstream media, and partly probably some luck too.
Wow.
Also, because I'm very anti-Trump. If you notice, some of the liberals in social media companies are really anti-Trump, so they might possibly like that. Also, I'm really hard on Christian Zionists, so a lot of the Media Matters and right-wing watch people kind of might sympathize with some of that stuff.
So you have some leftist crossover, is what you're saying?
I wouldn't say crossover, but they may see it as helping them to a degree. This is just my theory,
All right, caller, go ahead, finish it up.
I was just wondering. I know you've interviewed some of these people that created these common documentaries, like Greatest Story. I don't know if you've done the person who did
a lot of them.
I'm wondering what videos and kind of your own or whatever or documentaries at this point in your journey you still back and think are worth introducing people to the topics you discussed.
Well, I made a good documentary. It's really good for introductory and for people to see the big picture. It's called God's Chosen People. I spent months and months and months on it, and then as I was premiering it on YouTube, before it ever premiered, it was hours before I had it scheduled, and they changed it to limited state. But it's up on BitChute, and that's a good one. And I've actually never interviewed Last Europa or Greatest Story Never Told. I did host a debate between Christopher John Bjerknes and Dennis Wise on BitChute about their differences in opinion on that time in history and those characters.
What was your takeaway from that?
Go ahead.
I think it's really.
Go ahead.
What's that?
No, go ahead. Answer his
I think
question.
it's really interesting what Bjerknes has to say, that the idea of it being like a big ritual and gematria involved with the sacred number that's connected to it. And if you investigate, if you read his books, he makes a compelling argument. I wouldn't say I'm 100% convinced, but I'm definitely open to the idea. And I'm just trying to figure out the truth. I don't know for sure. People got conflicting ideas, very opinionated, but I don't know for sure.
All right, let me read through some of these. Marshall Forward with the diamond. Actually, I've read through most. Shout out to the Killstream Uncut chat over on YouTube. I was interacting with them there momentarily as well. We do have some other callers, but we have some materials as well. Let's see. I can't get over that. I can't get over that eulogy from Biden. That really was something else. We do have a little bit of actually we have two Tuckers. Should we do the Tucker on OnlyFans first? I think we probably should. Actually.
Yes, absolutely.
Here it is in show links, Adam.
He did not mince
I'm
words.
ready.
Let's go ahead. I'll make it full screen. Let's hit it right now.
The coronavirus pandemic hit a lot of Americans hard, but those under 35 were really in trouble. Very few of them have died of the virus itself, but thanks to the lockdowns, an entire generation has seen its economic future evaporate. Millions of young people have no jobs and they have no prospects of getting jobs. They're in limbo. In many cases, they are drowning in debt. They're poor. And poverty makes people desperate. When they get desperate enough, some sell their bodies. You see it in Africa and parts of Eastern Europe, in war zones across the globe. Now it's happening here in the United States. But in this case, nobody seems horrified by it or even upset. Instead, our media are promoting it. OnlyFans and Is My Girl are porn websites. Both of them allow women to sell explicit photos and videos of themselves to men online. Both sites have seen explosive growth during the coronavirus shutdown. OnlyFans reports that 7,000 or 8,000 new women sign up every day. Is My Girl says submissions have surged by 30%. Now, there's no question about why this is happening. Those sites are feasting off of our collapsing economy. In April, Vice News reported that Is My Girl has been targeting laid-off hotel workers and McDonald's employees with its, quote, coronavirus relief package. Imagine something sadder. Evan Seinfeld, who runs Is My Girl, bragged about all of this in an interview with Axios. The company boasts it offers unemployed women, quote, upwards of $100,000 a year. It doesn't say exactly what they'd have to do to get that money. This is unimaginably ugly. It is the purest, most degrading form of economic exploitation. When you have nothing left to sell, you sell your body. The people who broker that sale are called pimps. Healthy societies do not celebrate pimps. They put pimps in prison. And yet our pimps receive fawning profiles in daily newspapers. Our media greet this human tragedy like it's progress. It's the new frontier in the gig economy. Imagine anything more decadent than that. In April, the San Francisco Chronicle announced that, quote, OnlyFans let these Bay Area people monetize themselves. As if it's like a reverse mortgage, but where all the equity's in your body. The New York Times also approved of it, of course. The newspaper noted how unfortunate it is that digital prostitution isn't eligible for assistance from the Small Business Administration. According to a piece in BuzzFeed, selling yourself online is the hot new trend. Quote, everybody is making porn at home now. The piece quotes a PhD student who compares making pornography to driving for Uber. Quote, sex work is just another avenue for the average worker to make ends meet, end quote. Actually, the PhD student is onto something. For many Americans, prostitution is all that's left. America's politicians and finance moguls shipped millions of secure, good-paying, middle-class jobs to foreign countries. That might be the single biggest story of the last 70 years in this country. How and why they did that and how much they made by doing it might make for a fascinating series of news articles. In fact, it might be worth putting on the front page of the New York Times every day for the next decade until we fix it. But our leaders have no interest in talking about economics. That's why they push racial division on the population day after day. That's why they're doing it now. Why? Because a divided, bewildered country is easier to loot. Many on both sides are complicit in this destruction. Professional libertarians cheered the death of our real economy. Degrading scut work amounted to a triumph of the free market, they told us. Democrats, of course, loved it. It made the American middle class dependent on them and their largesse, and therefore made Democratic leaders more powerful. Under Bill Clinton, the Democratic Party became the party of soulless, decadent corporate America, and they've never looked back. So here we are. Our daughters are selling themselves for food and rent, and BuzzFeed is telling us it's cool.
Oh, God damn it. Does it get any more succinct than that? Our daughters are selling themselves for food and rent, and BuzzFeed says it's cool. They think it's funny. To repurpose the Sam Hyde quote, they think it's fucking funny. Go ahead, Gator.
They do. They do. It's the sign of a decadent nation when women are prostituting themselves on the street because they're trying to eat. They're trying to survive. That's the sign of a nation's completely fallen apart.
And by the way, it's not even just that OnlyFans exists. It's that it's celebrated. That's the thing. I mean, bitches been showing their pussy for a while now, or a long while. It's that it's being celebrated. It's
How many old dudes watching Fox News just were quickly Googling OnlyFans and signing up for memberships?
A lot of them. OnlyFans made so much money.
OnlyFans.
Why doesn't he say anything about all the the cucks that are paying these girls to do this? They create the demand.
Instead of teach men not to rape, teach men not to
simp.
Not to simp to e-girls.
Yeah, simp. That's a better word.
Oh man, don't rape either though. That's not good. Okay. Let's see. Mountain Walk says, why do blue players always undermine all nations? JC Denton says, Adam, have you ever thought of going on TRS?
I have thought about it, yes.
All right. Black Phillip says, Weimar is almost complete. Meet me in the beer hall. Well, I'll just let that hang. I could.
Tifa was there in Weimar.
That's true. All right. Now let's see. Dark Butters, go. Lightning round. Quick. Go. Have your shit on point. Oh.
Dark Butters, no. Come on. Are you there, buddy?
Shit. Whoa. You hear
There
me?
we go.
I'm sorry.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Ralph, you're my backyard coming up soon in LA, right?
Yes, Monday.
Can I buy you a bottle of Maker's Mark and make you some Nashville hot chicken while you're here?
You sure can do that. Yes.
Excellent.
I'll be in Los Angeles for like 7-8 days. Yeah.
All right. We'll have to talk then. Okay. So we're having a state funeral for this guy Floyd, right? And I read this letter from Berkeley. I'd recommend you look up, like an anonymous Berkeley professor penned an open letter. And basically, the guy's like, this guy threatened a pregnant black woman with a gun while he was robbing her, and didn't spend any time with his own children. And we're lionizing this person as a saint, right? That's what's going on. That's how crazy this world is. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just present that without comment. Sunset me. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you, sir. I'm looking through trying to figure out. There's a couple things. World, let's check this out. Reparations bill passes California Assembly. I wasn't sure if you saw that. Check out the show links. Let's make sure this is unmuted. Yes, it is. Let's hit that and hit that play button right now.
Proposal to
Oh fuck! Hold on. Let me refresh it. Now hit it. God damn it.
To establish a Assembly passed a proposal to establish a task force to study and prepare recommendations on giving reparations to African Americans. If the bill passes the Senate and is signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom, 8 people with backgrounds in racial justice reforms would lead a study into who would be eligible for compensation and how much would be awarded. The panel would start meeting no later than June 2021.
Wow.
Katie Johnston for CBS 13 News.
Here we go, Adam. They're coming, aren't they? Reparations are coming. I think it's inexorable march towards that now. Do you think so?
It's amazing that reparations, another word for that is the white tax. You guys remember Mark Dice?
Say it again. Also, a fucking helicopter just went off in the background. God, I hate autoplay so much. That wasn't me. Please repeat what you said. And I apologize for their shit.
Another way to look at reparations is a white tax. I remember a couple years ago, Mark Dice went out and did interviews on the street and got people to sign up for a white tax. And I advise people to go see the Dave Chappelle, his show. He does a skit about reparations. That's pretty funny. And it's this idea that people today are going to have to pay for stuff that happened in history when we weren't involved. It's the definition of collective punishment and blood libel, and it's completely unfair. You know, I never had slaves. They were never slaves. So why are they going to get, free money, and then my tax dollars are going to have to pay for it? It just doesn't seem fair at all.
Let's watch this. This is a feel-good story from New York as well. I know it's the Weekender. That's why we're jumping around. And I'm trying to figure out which other Tucker clip I want to play. I don't want to play 3. I can only play 2. 3's overkill. But NYPD lieutenant says he regrets kneeling with protesters and only did so because because he feared his officers would get jumped if they didn't comply. Let's play it right now.
Well, Stefan, he took a knee right here in Foley Square, and he now says the only reason he did that is because he feared that other officers would be beaten up by protesters if they didn't comply with their orders.
Is that dude?
9 minutes! For weeks, civil unrest has captivated the city. Protesters marching in honor of George Floyd, who was killed by a police officer in Minneapolis. In solidarity with the protesters, cops have taken a knee, a symbolic gesture. Even the chief of department, Terrence Monahan, joined in. But one cop seen here told his colleagues he regrets taking a knee. In an email to his fellow officers, Lieutenant Robert Catani of Midtown South said, quote, "I made a horrible decision to give in to a crowd of protesters' demands and kneeled alongside several other officers," adding, quote, "I know that it was wrong and something I will be ashamed and humiliated about for the rest of my life. We all know that the expletive in Minneapolis was wrong, yet we don't concede for other officers' mistakes," end quote. He said he's had trouble eating and sleeping since taking a knee, and even adds he considered leaving the department. The lieutenant's note comes on the heels of several police reform bills being passed by state lawmakers, including one that makes police officers' disciplinary records public. Speaking directly to officers today, Police Commissioner Dermot Shea said officers need to listen to the public sentiment.
I've heard police officials this week talking about, I think well-intentioned, talking about how could people feel this way? How could they feel that the police are there and harming them? Well, they do feel that way. And the quicker we realize that, and I think we do know that, the quicker we get to a solution.
And that lieutenant said that taking a knee really goes against his principles and all the values he stands for. As for what that means, he'll have to explain that himself. We're in Foley Square. I'm Miles Miller, News 4 New York.
He'll have to explain that himself. I don't know who the producer is putting those images up on screen. Disgraceful. Black. I already read that. Let's see. Black Phillip says suddenly all the Jews flee Cali because 20% income tax. Yeah, I'm just gonna go visit. It's a little steep out there. GD human being, go ahead. You're on the Killstream.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can. What's up, buddy?
What's up? I just have a question. Which of new cities, well, should I go to RAS for vacation? JAS, sorry. or Minneapolis? Which one do you think is safer?
Wait, Minneapolis or what? What else?
Yes.
I didn't hear what you said. The first, did he say that? What did he say, Gator? Sorry, I just couldn't hear.
I couldn't understand because he broke up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Chaz. I'm talking about Chaz.
Chaz. Oh, Chaz. I don't know. We're gonna go into the Chaz segment here in a moment. By the way, I'm not sure. Maybe we should run a poll on Entropy. Which is safer, Chaz or Minneapolis?
I'm gonna go with Warlord. That maybe he can keep us safe, keep us all safe.
President Camacho. Yeah, I trust him a little more than some of these other officials out there. I certainly trust President Camacho more than the mayor up there in Minneapolis.
Oh,
wow,
God.
I just spelled Minneapolis correct on the first try for the first time in maybe like 7 years. That was really incredible. I don't even bother to learn it because it'll just automatically correct it. I used to know back when I was a kid. Anyway, there goes the poll. It should be launched. I don't know if it's actually launched though.
Did you read
there it is. It's on entropystream.live/the Ralph Retort. Go ahead, caller.
Did you read the post for Minneapolis about what to do when you call 911?
No.
Was the answer lie down, try not to cry, cry a lot?
There was a quote in that article, and it said that they might give you a call back stating that this is not a good time. Maybe try later. Let me get the quote exactly. I'm paraphrasing.
All right. Yeah, put the quote in there. I'll read it in a minute. I got to keep going though because I got a few more callers. Throw the quote in the suggest stories.
I got it. It's for some calls you may be contacted by phone instead of a squad response, or may be encouraged to call back at another time.
That's really reassuring. When your life's in danger. What is it when your life's in danger? When seconds count, the cops are only minutes away. So yeah.
That's right.
Anyway, thank you, GD Human Being. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
Have a good weekend,
man. Have a good weekend.
All right, man. Let's see here. Spick Mix says 4chan is sending homeless people to Chaz. Why not? Why not at this point? Let me also. Chaz is winning the vote. Not that many people voting yet. I'll put the.
You could pretend to be a communist or Antifa and go to Chaz, but even if you're more likely to be attacked in Minneapolis, I'd say, if you're white like me.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about the judgment of the polling so far, but that's just me. All right, now let me see. Video Raz Warlord. Oh my God. Okay, let's just. Fuck it. I guess we have to get into this now too. And it's only
check out my
Go ahead.
Pasobic exposed videos on my channel. Little Zionist agent.
All right. Now I have to stay neutral. I don't know Jack Pasobic. I've known him for a while.
He attends Zionist Organization of America meetings and says he's a proud Zionist. So I mean, Zionist agent isn't much of a stretch.
He is. He does seem to be a big Zionist. Yeah, I don't think that's slander or anything against him. He says that openly. All right, let's go ahead and play this. Are you ready? This is Tucker explaining Chaz, and then there's actually I think a Chaz response on Twitter that's pretty short afterwards.
They made a response.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit this right now.
Last night we introduced you to the latest addition to our global family of nations, the 196th country on Earth we're keeping track. It's called Chaz. Chaz's gleaming capital rises from land that once belonged to an indigenous but now nearly extinct tribe known as the Seattle Police Department. As with so many great nations, the creation story of Chaz holds innumerable lessons for all of us. It's a tale of unlikely good fortune and the triumph of perseverance over hardship. How do a group of people with no useful skills, no record of achievement or personal hygiene, a group capable of smashing windows and setting fires but nothing else, how do a group like that create an entirely new nation? Well, that's a question we may soon face here in the United States, in fact, given our current trajectory. It's never easy to build things with people who can only destroy. And yet, Chaz pulled it off. With grit and determination, this plucky little nation managed to give birth to itself, and in the process, a whole new era of democratic self-government. Okay, that's overstatement. They haven't actually built anything in Chaz. It's still mostly graffiti and discarded Starbucks cups. Nor is it fully a democracy. In fact, the country is run by a warlord/rapper called Raz, whose last paying job was renting out his own apartment on Airbnb. It is, in other words,
an
a work in progress.
in other words.
But Chaz does have one functioning institution. It's a Department of Agriculture. It's up and running. Chazistanis are a proud, independent people, and they plan to feed themselves. Take a look at Chaz's first collective farm.
Damn, better than
No,
Zimbabwe.
it's not Kansas at harvest time. You don't see swaying fields of wheat, but it's a start. The farmers of Chaz have big dreams. They imagine several more square feet of kale and organic scallions planted in Dixie cups, and of course cannabis. Lots and lots of stinky indica buds for the people. The Chazistanis may not know a lot about agriculture, but they have heart. As they often say as they work the fields, if they could do it in Jonestown, we can do it here. Naturally, officials in nearby Washington state have become bitterly jealous of this thriving breakaway republic. 2 days ago, Jay Inslee, the small-minded governor of Washington, pretended he had never even heard of Chaz.
I'd like to ask you about what's going on in Seattle. There's this thing called the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. What's your thought on that? The fact that the protesters have taken that over and now allowing people to come go freely?
Hopping up and down.
Regarding the National Guard.
Well, that's news to me, so I'll have to reserve any comment about it. I have not heard anything about that.
What is he?
Never heard of Chaz? As if. Come on, Governor, show us the search history on your phone.
Dude is snorting like a
Every
rail of
idealistic
coke.
young pioneer in this country has been compulsively Googling Chaz for days, and you haven't? Please.
Please,
ridiculous.
lying fuck.
The media, meanwhile, and not surprisingly, have missed the story completely. They're pretending Chaz isn't even a real country. They're calling it a street fair.
Hundreds of demonstrators have been gathering in what is being described as part protest zone, part commune, part street festival.
You know, the president calls them anarchists, and somebody could call it anarchy, but it's more so to the extent that you could call it a community takeover, suggesting that the U.S. military would use force. We're talking about 6 blocks here. This is the Capitol Hill neighborhood in the heart of Seattle. And we're talking about a 6-block area. It's much more of a pedestrian street fair type atmosphere. You have the food trucks that are open. The favorite taco shop is open. There's couches that are out there.
Food trucks and a taco shop? The people on television pretend this proud, independent nation is some kind of ethnic food festival. No corporate stooges. This isn't about piñatas and dunk tanks. This is nationhood. Chaz has teeth. Chaz can bite back, as one cable news reporter discovered.
Remember, they want to see this police department defunded or even abolished. Short of some type of major concession, they're not going to leave voluntarily. And we should point out that Washington is an open carry state. And no doubt, some of these protesters are armed, Anderson. So you have to worry about the potential for bloodshed, the potential for violence.
Hear that, Chaz deniers? Chaz has guns. King Raz merely has to say the word, and his country's crack special forces teams will emerge like ninjas from the shadows. You may not even recognize them as soldiers. Some may look homeless. Others may be injecting narcotics or shoplifting. But make no mistake, this army means business. They rolled over the Seattle Police Department like Cortez conquering the Aztecs. They'll do it to you too, CNN. Watch out. Radio host Jason Rantz is our man on the ground just across the demilitarized zone from Chaz. He joins us tonight. Jason, thanks so much for coming on. Were you able to cross the border today?
Well, I have to tell you that they actually realized that their border was quite porous. There were some cops who were able to get through, so they refortified the borders that are there so that they could keep some of these police invaders from coming actually into their nation. So it's a little bit more difficult than usual to get in, but they have actually confirmed that they are in fact armed, and they're keeping track of people who are coming in and out of their nation. So they're taking their security as this burgeoning nation very seriously, but they're obviously also having some problems, as you just showed. What appears to be a farm that was put together by Michael Bloomberg. It literally looks like topsoil on top of ground that they haven't even dug up. And they realize that maybe it's going to take a little bit longer for them to actually grow some of the food. So they have
Look,
a list of some requests.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking for some food, Gatorade, also cigarettes, of course, and they're realizing that maybe they don't have enough residents who are willing to do some of the cleanup. So, of course, the city came in and actually cleaned some of the porta potties that were actually delivered by the city to this new nation. So, I mean, it's a good thing that Seattle is stepping up and giving some help.
There are already NGOs on the ground? I mean, this sounds more like a refugee camp than it does a proud independent nation.
Look, what independent nation hasn't gone through some of these growing pains, right? It's going to, they don't really even have a leader. In fact, now I know we mentioned Raz Simone, there's some concern that he doesn't actually represent everyone. And it turns out there hasn't been an election. Maybe there will be. Perhaps they'll ask for IDs for people to vote. So I, as a South Lake Union resident of Seattle, don't get a say in picking their leader, but we'll see.
May I ask, you said at the outset that Chaz has fortified its borders. Did anybody point out that that's racist? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's racist. Borders are racist, right?
Borders are racist, but they're progressive Seattleites and they're very woke. So obviously, if they're doing it, it can't be racist.
It still seems racist to me. Huh. You think you'll be able to get in tomorrow, over the weekend?
That's your privilege.
Yeah.
I will try to get in over the weekend. We'll see what it actually looks like. I'm going to try to not get a contact high as I'm walking through, as was the case yesterday. There was a lot of weed being smoked there, and someone actually walked up to us and they said, "Where can we smoke?" And I said, "It's Chaz. I think you can pretty much smoke wherever it is you want."
Yes, you can. Ah, that's the America they're planning for us. Jason Rantz, outside Chaz on the DMZ. Good to see you tonight. Thank you.
There we go. There's Chaz. Any thoughts on that, Mr. Green, before I take some more
they're not
callers?
smoking weed all over Oregon,
no.
Washington.
The weed part was
So they're sitting around the garden like, need some Brando, get some Brando. It's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Brando, yes.
Yeah.
Got electrolytes. What about you, Gator?
This whole thing is just an exercise in what happens when you continuously capitulate to the mob. Now they're setting up their own independent nation, and I'm pretty sure that within a few weeks or so, they're going to get tired of this and they're just going to like go home and go do something else. But until then, you know, like I'm worried about this shit spreading because like as we saw in Minneapolis, like no one gives a shit up there. They're not trying to control anything. They burned half the city to the fucking ground. You know, what's going to happen if they start setting up their own little independent country up there? like who's going to stop them? They took the fucking police station and burned it to the fucking ground and nobody like batted an eye.
Yeah, I did
There's a right-wing group gonna start their own little thing.
Yeah, their own little
well, they'd be shot on sight. Like like the moment any sort of like right-wing group like even took one step outside the door, like, you know, they're going to get Waco'd just immediately, Ruby Ridged.
No, Raz has responded. Let's go ahead and play that. Here's the link. Oh no. Oh, Trump cucked on Juneteenth. Let me read this too. This is just breaking. We had previously scheduled our MAGA rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma for June 19th. A big deal. Unfortunately, however, this would fall on the Juneteenth holiday. Many of my African American friends and supporters have reached out to suggest that we consider changing the date out of respect for this holiday and in observance of this important occasion and all that it represents. I have therefore decided to move our rally to Saturday, June 20th in order to honor their requests. We have already had ticket requests in excess of 200,000 people. I look forward to seeing everyone in Oklahoma, June 19th, also known as Freedom Day, memorializes freeing of some slaves there. What do you say to that? Now that's breaking news that just now happened. You know, I guess there were doubts about whether he would cuck on that or change the date. He changed the date, so that's breaking.
It's Trump. The cuckening was pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah, we knew that was gonna. Okay. Now let's play this Raz Simone clip. I have it pulled up. Let's play it. right now.
For the nation of Chaz to get its first warlord. And it was quite a promotion for him. Just a week ago, Raz Simone was an up-and-coming rapper. He was also a superhost for Airbnb. Now, he's a monarch. In videos taken within Chaz, Simone is seen patrolling the area with his allies. They have guns. They're declaring, "We're the police now." In one clip, the monarch's men assault a citizen of Chaz for spray painting graffiti inside the zone. Just like the mafia, Chaz doesn't put up with nonsense like that in their own neighborhood. So that's what's happening in Seattle tonight. Not a big deal. A brand new nation within our own borders.
Now, he didn't really respond other than laughing. I thought that he might say something else, but now also this is another story. Trump administration just asked the Supreme Court to make it legal to ban same-sex couples from adopting. This is from Pink News, by the way, so take it for what it's worth. Asked the Supreme Court to allow adoption agencies to discriminate against same-sex couples in the name of religion. Department of Justice attorney submitted a 35-page brief asking it to rule in favor of Catholic Social Services, a Philadelphia-based adoption agency that insists it should be allowed to turn away same-sex couples under the First Amendment. That's actually a really interesting case, now that you mention it. But I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Let's take another caller. Basically trying to force a religious institution into adopting out to gays, pretty much. Delayed Dingo, go ahead. You're on the kill stream. You might have your match on Tuesday, Dingo. You might have it. By the way, 1,400 people watching us live across both platforms. DLive.tv/The Ralph Retort. Killstream Uncut, all one word, on YouTube. Go subscribe to them. Dingo, can you hear me?
Of course I can. I was tempted to wait like 4 seconds to answer you because you called me Delayed Dingo, but I want to live up to the name.
It says that you changed your name to that.
I did not.
I thought you changed your name to Delayed Dingo.
Dude, I have no idea who changed my name to Delayed Dingo. It wasn't effing me, Ralph.
I thought you were proud of that and you changed it to that.
No, dude. Why would I change? No, I had to own it because I thought you changed it to that.
Oh, but yeah, I guess it was me that changed it to that. You're right. Okay, I won't.
You're outing yourself here, Ralph.
What do you mean might have? I thought it was set in stone. What are you talking about?
Maybe it was me. Anyway, go ahead.
But what do you mean I might have a match on Tuesday? Isn't it set in stone?
Well, I mean, it might have to be rearranged. We might have to do it at 8:30. It's not. I said penciled in. Does that mean set in stone to you? No.
Pencils. That's lead. There's lead inside pencil. That's pretty close to stone, Ralph.
Well, look.
What are you debating?
I'll be in Los Angeles. I'll be very concerned about it. Captain Tazariak is who he's talking about debating. Believe me, nobody wants it to happen more than me. That's basically a show I can just sit back and relax in LA while you two yell at each other.
Adam, to answer your question, he's just the eternal black is the easiest way to put it.
No, wait a minute. Don't look.
No, but I heard you guys talking about Chaz, and I kind of agree with Gator. I think it was Gator that said this, but like I think that this has the potential to be something big or to start something big, and like Tucker making little jokes about it, like, oh, but I thought that was racist. Like, I'll tell you why that's actually really freaking power bottom-ish, okay? Because what he's doing is he's like, hey guys, guess what? These people don't follow the rules. And even though they don't follow the rules, they get everything they want. Let's make fun of them for how they're above the rules and we're not. It's like, dude, no, wait, they're winning. They're making you follow rules that they don't follow. How do you make fun of them for that? You know
they're absolutely winning.
Hell yeah, dude, they seceded from the fucking country, Gator. They're winning. Okay. it's like over. They won. I don't really know what else to do.
Like I don't understand. Like it's funny to laugh at all of the dumb shit they're doing. And the cringy little now they've segregated their agriculture system, so now there's a coloreds only a plot of land, and there's a whites plot of land now for their growing.
Got segregation, not very progressive.
Yeah, they're doing all of this shit. They've created their own sovereign nation, and nobody's doing anything about it. Yeah, it's funny to laugh at how stupid and cringe it is. but they actually did it. They set this shit up and nobody's stopping them.
All right. Dingo, thank you.
And think about this. Wait, I'm not. Can I go a little bit more? Just
sure.
a second. Just a second. Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate it. No, but yeah, and I think somebody mentioned Waco. Was that you, Adam?
No, but I was thinking it too.
Okay.
And also,
Bundy's. Who?
Bundy's. The reaction of the media to the Bundys compared to this.
Yeah, who's that black guy that had the muscular sclerosis? He had a talk show. Skinny bald black guy. I can't remember his name, but he suggested that the United States government should drop a bomb on them because they occupied
Montel
an
Williams?
empty federal building. That's the one. Thank you, Ralph, with his little weak ass knee pull-ups. Bitch, we know you're weak as fuck.
He was a Marine. He used to do a lot of work with Sylvia Brown and John Edward or whatever that guy's name was. Yeah, I know way too much about Montel Williams. Anyway, go ahead, Dingo. Finish up.
Okay, yeah, I want to finish up right now, buddy. But yeah, like white people couldn't do this, and one of y'all said something about like right-wing people. It has nothing to do with that. I think everybody here knows it, but somebody needs to say it clearly. This is because like this is not a white movement here. And you might be like, oh, but Dingo, there's a lot of white people in this Chaz place. Well, watch some of the live feeds and watch all the berating they did at their speeches today about white people. They're like, white people, you're so privileged. Maybe you should give your spot up in Chaz to a person of color. It's like, anyways, what I'm saying here is that if this were a white movement or anything like that, they would have already bombed it. Okay, Montel would have got his wish. And Adam, I just have one quick question for you, and I'll get the hell out of here. And this ain't no gotcha or nothing like that. I honestly am just curious. Would you consider yourself more, and I'm not going to judge you for your answer, more pro-white or more anti-Zionist?
Thank you, Dick.
No, I think that I wouldn't say like I am pro what I am, but I'm not like I'm a proud white person. I think however you're born, you should be proud of what you are. And if everybody's proud, then kind of nobody's proud. So I'm not like a white pride type of person, but I am white and I don't have guilt for things that I didn't do. But what fills my mind, the real estate in my head more is insane Zionist agenda, not thinking like pro-white,
Fair answer there. Also, shout out to Mr. Worski. He didn't make the show tonight. He was feeling a little ill. I don't think he's going to do his show after either, but go subscribe to him anyway, dlive.tv/subcultured. Wanted to make sure we got that mentioned in. Worski been putting in work. If he does step up, we'll give him a host. Shinchan 256B says Raz from Chaz coming for that Az Tucker Raz 2020. Defensive Cowboy says the Black Hebrew Israelite fears the dingo. Black Phillips says Adam, thoughts on Kushner's influence in a possible second term.
I'm sure it'll probably be about the same as the first term, which is incredible influence.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great stuff. Have a bad one says, hail Adam, fuck Blumph, and my greatest economy. Let's keep going through here. Joe White, USA. Did I pull him in earlier?
I don't think so.
All right. Some of these people I know I did, though, like this guy. Go ahead, Joe White, USA.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is my first time calling in, so I'm so grateful you guys took my call.
Cool.
Basically what I want to talk about is like COVID-19 is still going on, guys. Like this hasn't stopped. So like my basic point is we have elderly people, our grandparents, right? Most of the elderly people in this nation are actually white. If you look at all the elderly people in this whole entire nation, they're white people. And these are the most vulnerable people. And when we see all these mobs of people gathering on the streets, what are they doing? They're propagating this disease. And thereby they're killing our grandparents. And I would just like someone to try to prove me wrong on that one. I mean, these people are killing our grandparents. Essentially.
Killing grandma. Are you simping for grandma? Are you simping for grandma?
I'm simping. I love my grandma. My grandma's dead.
Well, I miss my grandma, I gotta say. I really do. Yeah, go ahead. Both of them.
But you know what, man? Elderly people in this country, they vote Republican. They're pretty right wing. They're the people that grew up and they understood the country for what it was back in the day, and we don't have that anymore. And once we lose that perspective, in this country. I just fear we're, like once that white old-fashioned perspective is gone, like what's left? I mean, us.
I mean, the left pretty
millennials.
much runs away with it.
You're
at some
seeing
point
what's
because-
left now. That's what you're saying, actually, sir. That's
You
what's
know,
left.
so
That's what's left.
basically my point I just want to bring up is that every single one of these black advocates out there, advocating for their rights or whatever, I don't care, whatever. They're killing my grandparents. That's all I gotta say. They're killing my grandparents. Like my grandma's dead, my grandpa's still alive, but my grandma unfortunately is gone. But you think about your grandparents, guys. Like think about your old folks in your family. These people aren't going to be around forever, and they get COVID-19, they're dead.
Why the
And
fuck
when
are you trying to make me think about that? Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, that's
I know that's reality, bro. We got to think about that.
Should we all stay locked down until the vaccine is ready?
We shouldn't say all lockdown till the vaccine is ready. You know what? But to be honest, this is a public health emergency. What we're dealing with right now, and this protesting that's going on. You seen the pictures? These people out in the streets just going crazy, absolutely bananas out in the streets. Like, could you imagine how many people are just catching this disease? And then how you've seen the videos also? I know you have. Of excuse me if I'm going to be a little racist here, but the blacks that work in these the blacks that work at these senior care centers, you know what I mean? And it's just like I heard a story in New Jersey about like 20 bodies piled up.
Nah, I don't want to hear it.
In a senior.
It could look.
Jesus Christ!
Don't know.
You know
We'll
what I'm
see.
saying?
Time will tell. Time will tell about COVID. We'll know real soon. I think it's kind of overblown myself. I think it's real. I think it's deadly, but also, what are we gonna do? Just not live?
Well,
like
look,
I mean, I don't know.
The lockdown was political. Let's not mince words here. The lockdown was political. It was done to, number one, they wanted to shut down as much of the economy as possible. Number two, they wanted more control over people's daily lives. Number three, they knew if they forced everybody to stay inside their homes, they could do all sorts of political shit that they wanted to do without people being out there to protest it. Until the left wanted to do their protest, and then it was perfectly fine. COVID's not a big deal when Antifa and Black Lives Matter want to go out and burn shit, but it's a big deal if you want to go to church.
Because racism is actually the big health scare we're supposed to be worried about if you listen to the media. Racism is the number one health concern.
The number one health concern I have right now is your call depressing me. But I thank you anyway for being a first time caller and welcome to the show.
I love you guys, man. I've been listening to you guys for a long time.
Thank you, man. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you went there though. Call back in. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Piece of shit. I'm just
kidding. Ralph's depressed now.
Geeky Beaner, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Also, I'm glad you're coming to my neck of the woods on Monday.
So what are you buying me? Are you gonna what are we eating when I get there?
Ralph was like, "Oh, that was nice." And the last guy, now he's just like, "Oh yeah, you're getting me something too, right?"
Yeah. I know a pretty good French fries and seafood place.
All right, that's where we're headed. All right, I'll be there Monday.
Yeah, just message.
I'll be free all out throughout the day. And guess what's cool about LA? When the Killstream gets done, it's still like 9 o'clock. It's just now time to party. Gonna hit the town with Masterson. 80s girl's gonna be there. I'm hype. I don't know if you guys know this. I've been wanting to go to LA all year. They're just finally opening this bitch back up. Oh man, I'll be there on Monday afternoon. There's no time to waste. It's
also pool weather too, but
what?
Pool weather. Sorry, my immigrant accent was coming out. Pool weather.
Pool weather.
Pool weather. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking more of short shorts and ass hanging out weather. That was more what I was thinking about there in Los Angeles.
But you are also coming.
There was a lot of that even in November, so I'm pretty sure there'll be some of it in June. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
You're actually also coming in with you got. So I don't know if you heard about this story. I got two of them. So in Palmdale, California, where Paul George is from, they found a black guy hanging from a tree outside of City Hall. So right now,
shit!
Wait, I don't know about that. Wait a minute, what?
I'm
Don't
not-
just throw that out there. Put a link. I don't know of any lynching. We can't just throw those types of things around.
No, I'm not joking. It's been posted to suggest stories.
The fuck? Oh, they just found some.
Let me scroll up and find.
Is
that.
this? You know what this reminds me of? Back when the war on terror, quote unquote, was really heating up, and they would just throw something out there, and be like, "Oh yeah, I heard about this, and this." Like, wait, did that even happen? Where did this come from? Who's claiming responsibility? Oh, I don't even know what this is. Okay, this is it. Oh my god. Oh, okay, you know what? I did see this, but I don't know if this is true. You know what? You brought it up now, so all right.
Yeah.
So that meal we eat's gonna be fat as fuck. That's what you're saying. All right.
And then there's another story. It actually happened in like my home set link too, where this Karen got mad at the Asians for because they were working out in the she went on a massive racist tirade.
All right, let me read this. Young black man was lynched yesterday. His body was found hanging in Palmdale. He was 23 years old. His name is Robert Fuller. Okay, you know what? Let's Google Robert Fuller. If that was true. Okay, well, okay. Let's see. Body. Oh, God damn it. You've got me.
ABC 7.
Why did you drag me into this?
I see it on ABC 7. Yes, his body, young man found hanging from a tree.
Yeah, it does.
Who didn't think that this was going to escalate and get way worse?
Now, some people are saying
Almost
it was a
inevitable.
suicide, though. It was a suspected suicide. Of course, they're not buying that suspected story.
Or if anything, maybe it was like maybe he was a Fed.
I actually thought that was bullshit. Like, I just saw that go by on Twitter, and I just thought, oh, that's not even real. But yeah, okay, I guess it is real.
Well, it's like all of the like the cop videos that started surfacing, and they were like, "This
Yeah,
happened
you know
to
what
my
I mean?
cousin yesterday,"
And there was
and it's
nothing
from like
else.
2015.
Yeah, with no link, and I was looking at something else. I had a bunch of other shit going on too. There's no link. It's like, all right, this is some fake shit. Whatever. I'll keep going about my day. But apparently not. Anyway, thank you, sir. What else you got, real quick?
Yeah, I just posted also suggest stories. This this lady went on a rant onto Asian people for working out by her. They bumped.
All right,
into
hit me
each other.
up. We'll be out on the town, LA, every night and during the day. Fuck it. Let's go, man.
For sure, I'll DM you on Twitter or Discord, which is easier.
Yeah, DM me on Discord. Actually, will probably be easier. Because if I follow you on Twitter, DM me there. But Discord will probably be better.
All right, for sure, man.
All right.
Enjoy LA when you come.
All right, man. Will do. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.
All right, let's see here. Pensive Cowboy with the link says, "There's your outro, bud." Actually, I have an outro idea, but I'm not sure. God's Super Punch Bear says, "Let me know, Ralph, when you're here, brother. Killer. Even though California is homosexual," shaking my head. Man, I'm about to have a blast in California. I love LA. Yeah, you know what? There was a couple I could play. All right, let me check Entropy. I think I'm caught up there. Stream Elements. I think Stream Elements I've looked through. Yes, I have. Okay. Spurgberg, last caller, go. Spurgberg, last.
Love that name.
Call. I know
That
it's
is a
so
great
good.
name.
All right, there you go.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
It was going great till you showed up. What's up?
I got a little word of advice. Do not drink and try to build a Gundam at the same time.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, luckily I found it, but I tore apart my whole fucking living room after I cut out.
Which Gunpla are you trying to build?
RGM 96X Jesta. This EFSF Special Operations Mobile, the Master Grade Edition.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a pretty big
I don't
one.
actually, but
and I cut out a piece of it, and I was not holding it with my fingers as I was cutting it out. and it flew away and disappeared, and I started fucking freaking out and shit. I was like, thought my dog was.
I have no idea what you're
man.
talking about, sir, but I hope you're safe and you're well.
Oh,
It's
I got
Gundam models.
I know.
Yeah.
I just said I know what the. Anyway, go ahead.
I got one more thing to add. Did y'all know that the TV show Xavier Renegade Angel predicted this Chaz shit years ago?
I did not know that. No.
Oh, okay. I know. I know. It's the Gundam from
Squatopia?
Unicorn. Sorry.
It was in the show. It was called Squatopia. Is there a police reconciliation?
You can put it in suggest stories.
All right, I'm gonna put that in there. Y'all probably gotta watch this. It's fucking funny.
All right, check that out. Also, give us your final messages here. Also, see that Pay has a TikTok. I'll play that as well. Go follow her.
anyways.
Killstream Live. Go ahead.
Adam Green, big fan, dude. Been watching your videos for a while, man. You make some really good shit.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, exposing those Zionist, exposing that Zionist power and Donald Trump calling Alex Jones out for his shit.
Thank you, Spurgberg. Glad you got in, man. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Bergberg sounded like he started the party a little bit early for the weekend.
He didn't seem like much of a Spurg though, or
No,
a
he
Berg.
didn't. He was very chill, wasn't he? Yeah, I wouldn't call him Spurgberg. More like a smoke a blunt bird. He sounded really chill there. God's Super Punch Bear says, if Killer Shrimp is open, I'll take you, brother. Let's go, man. Pretty much everything's opening up in LA. It's gonna be fun. I'll get there on Monday. I'm gonna be there until the next Monday, maybe even a day or two after that. So I'm good for the whole week at least. So we'll see. A-Hole Anderson says, you see they did the funeral meme dance with gold coffin. Actually, I did see that, but I don't have it on me.
Remember when I was joking about flying those? They're gonna fly those guys out and do the fucking funeral dance. With
Yeah, I did see that. If somebody has that link, I fucking saw that earlier, but I don't have it right now. I would definitely play that. There's no doubt about that. Anyway, I think that's mostly it. It was a weekender, it was mostly relaxed shows. Again, on Monday, the Mega Powers unite once again in Los Angeles, California. I will be there on the scene at Masterson's house. We will be doing Killstream in Los Angeles. Number 3 all week. Next week, some of the guests that you will be treated to. Now, the whole week hasn't been finalized yet. I have some people that I want to get stopped in there. A certain amazing individual, perhaps, that we can get.
Amazing.
That we can get in studio. It's been put out there that we want Mr. Amazing there in studio with me and Masterson.
Amazing.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can get that to happen. Hake is definitely going to be there. Some other people's going to be there. Perhaps some really surprise guests. Somebody from wow. Oh, I don't even know if I should spoil that one. That's really preliminary. I don't know. I'll just let it simmer in case it doesn't happen. But the guests that are confirmed: Johnny Monoxide on Monday from the Paranormies on TRS, Southern Dingo versus Captain Tazariak penciled in, but I think it's good. And John Delarose on Wednesday, and Adam Green was on tonight. Lovely, just a member of the panel, just sat here and talked shit with us on a Friday evening, which is what we wanted, sir. Why can't you do me a favor and tell people where they can find you, what you're working on, and the like?
Website is nomu.org, and that's no as in knowledge.
All right, wait. As soon as you said that, you started breaking up again. So give me 1 second.
nomorenews.org. I come here now.
Yeah, it's breaking up. It's really breaking up. Yeah.
All right. Well, I was gonna.
No more news.
Keep up morenews.org. If there's any Zionists want to debate, I'd love to be another Blood Sports on the stream. So just want to throw that out there.
Definitely, man. We will definitely try to find the Zionists. I want to find another debate for you. You and Harrison had a great one earlier this year. I really enjoyed that. NoMoreNews.org. Also, No More News on Twitter. I think
and
it's
on BitChute.
And BitChute. I think it's no_more_news. I'm not sure, but I'll have to look. Go follow him. Really good guy. I see him in the chat a lot. So I know that he watches the show, and I always appreciate having him on. Mr. Adam Green of No More News. Have a good weekend, sir.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
All right, you too. Gator.
All right. Twitter.com/thegatorgamer, YouTube.com/thegatorgamer, and DLive.tv/gator.
We out here, Gator. Thank you, man.
Peace, but have a good time in LA.
I'm going to. Farewell, sir.
Oh, don't forget the Boris thing. Got to play the Boris clip right before we go.
Oh, you're right. I will. I'm glad you said that. Thank you, man. There's a couple things, actually. Let's see. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. By the way, outstanding support this week. As last week, you know, I got to show the patreon.com/the Ralph Retort, a bonus episode yesterday with Peyton, and a bonus episode yesterday with Randbot. And what else did we do? Excuse me, there's going to be a bonus episode with Randbot. Yesterday was with Peyton and Gator. Tomorrow it's just going to be me and Randbot, I believe. And then I'll do some bonus content in LA, some special little I did a lens thing on Patreon. I'll do some stuff like that, bonus behind the scenes content while I'm in LA. Subscribe, patreon.com/the Ralph Retort, subscribestar.com/the Ralph Retort. We still have new project 2. I'm still updating that, and that's being worked on, but definitely it's taking a back burner for now because there's no payment processing on it. But it's still there, and I'm still honoring that throughout the summer. So, but anyway, check that out. Shop.theralphretort.com. I called them, checked into your shirts. They are being shipped slowly. So 2 or 3 more shirts got shipped out today. They are still going. Their order's not lost. I know a lot of people have been asking about the shirts. They are finally starting to ship out. A couple people's already gotten them, but not enough. So I just wanted to put that out there. Let me see. Is this the funeral dance with the coffin? First off, here's Pay's TikTok. We have to show it. We want to see Pay's TikTok. All right, let's play this. Right now. That's kind of cool, actually. When you see me, what you talking about? Fuck you talking about? Niggas always wanna chase clout. Bitch, I am clout. Tell them get up on my face now. Fuck. Are you dumb? She's clearly been. That was Scuba by 6ix9ine, by the way, who's notorious snitch. But I can't deny the beat's tight, and I have to give her credit because she has really learned some of the TikTok effects there. I know, chat hates it. It's terrible. It's terrible to have fun and be goofy and have a goofy TikTok. I know it's evil. It's really bad. Anyway, thank you, Pay. That was nice. I know, it's bad. It's so bad. Oh, God. I feel so bad that I played that. Oh, Boris, save me. Save me, Boris.
A demonstration that is, in all probability, looking at what's happened before, going to end in deliberate and calculated violence. A growing minority, unfortunately, have hijacked them. And they are using them as a pretext to attack the police, to cause violence, and to cause damage to public property. The statue of Winston Churchill, who is a national hero, has had to be boarded up for fear of violent attack. And that, to me, is both absurd and wrong. They've already made hundreds of arrests in the last few days, and they will make many more because, believe me, they can see the culprits. The culprits may think that they've got away with it, but they haven't, because overwhelmingly they are being recorded with body-worn camera, and we will bring them to justice. And they will face the full force of the law. It is not acceptable in this country to attack a police officer. It is not acceptable to set out in a calculated way to do damage to public property, let alone to a statue of Winston Churchill. So that is the approach we will take.
They pissed him off. They fucked with Churchill. That was it. He was super chill. You can tell Boris is legit pissed that they fucked with the Churchill statue. Don't fuck with Winston. That's where you cross the line, you motherfuckers. By the way, oh my God, do we have the quote? Oh man, I don't know if we have the Boris quote. Oh man, I wish I had that. Fuck. See if I have that pulled up. Boris has been known to say a few colorful things. Oh fuck, I didn't get to the J.K. Rowling bullshit either. Boris. Watermelon smiles and pickaninnies. Let me see if I can read this. He says, he's talking about Africa, by the way. The continent may be a blot, but it is not a blot upon our conscience. The problem is not that we were once in charge, but that we are not in charge anymore. That was his thoughts on Africa in the year 2002. And then let me see. Oh, another one. He says, what a relief it must be for Blair to get out of England. It is said that the Queen has come to love the Commonwealth, partly because it supplies her with regular cheering crowds of flag-waving pickaninnies. And there's another quote about watermelon smiles. I mean, good night. Dumpster Gassy says, only God can banish Pay's ass.
The Killstream. They drown a peacefully.
DLive.tv/originality is extinct. Thank you, Pay. Thank you, Gator. Thank you, Adam Green. Thank you, Andy Worski. Thank you, all the guests throughout this week. It was a lot of fun, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you as well.
Secret flags and reports, but we all know who's to blame. Can't afford the retort. Jihadi Jarbo's his name. Now you won't take them round, or all them channels you strike. So just delete your account. I'm sure there's boulders to find. You can't peacefully sunset the Killstream. You never peacefully sunset the Killstream. You won't peacefully sunset the Killstream. You never peacefully sunset the Killstream. You won't peacefully sunset the Killstream.
Oh yeah, it ain't over, motherfuckers.
The motherfucking saga continues.
Y'all motherfuckers ready for a WA? Get the fuck up!
But now, since he stepped the fuck off.
Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you.
Here's what they think about you.
Here's what they think about you.
Here's what they think about you.
No Vaseline on these motherfuckers! We always win!
Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you.
Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you.
Here's what they think.
Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you.
Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you.
Fuck all y'all. Goddamn, I'm glad y'all set it off.
Used to be hard, now you just wet and soft. First you was down with the AK. And now I see you on a video with Michelet, looking like straight bozos. I saw it coming, that's why I went solo and kept on stomping. While y'all motherfuckers moved straight out of Compton. Living with the whites, one big house, and not another nigga in sight. I started off with too much cargo, dropped 4 niggas, now I'm making all the dough. White man just ruling. The niggas with attitudes, who you fooling? Y'all niggas just phony. I put that on my mama and my dead homies. Yellow boys on your team, so you're losing. Hey yo, Dre, stick to producing. Calling me owner, but you been a dick. Easy E saw your ass and went in it quick. You got jealous when I got my own company, but I'm a man and ain't nobody helping me. Trying to sound like America most. You can yell all day, but you don't come close. Cause you know I'm the one that flow. You done ran 100 miles, but you still got one to go. With the LENCHMOB and y'all disgrace to CPT. Cause you're getting fucked out your green by a white boy with no Vaseline. The bigger the cat, the bigger the villain. Who gives a fuck about a punk ass villain? You're getting fucked real quick and easy dick. It's smelling like MC Win shit. Tried to tell you a year ago, but Willie D told me to let a hoe be a hoe, so I couldn't stop you from getting ganked. Now let's play Big Bank, take Little Bank. Tried to diss Ice Cube, it wasn't worth it cause the broomstick fits your ass so perfect. Cut my hand, now cut them balls, cause I heard you like giving up the draws. Gang bang by your manager, fella, getting money out your ass like a motherfucking ready teller. Giving up the dollar bills. Now they got the villain with a purse and high heels. So don't believe what Ren say, cause he's going out like Tooth the Kente. But I got a whip for you, Toby. Used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. It's a case of divide and conquer, cause you let a juke break up my crew. House nigga gotta run and hide. Yelling Compton, but you moved to Riverside. So don't front, MC Ren, cause I remember when you drove a B210. Broke as a motherfucking joke. Let you on the scene to back up the first team. It ain't my fault, one nigga got smart and they ripping your asshole apart by taking your grin. Oh yeah, the villain does get fucked with no Vaseline. I never have dinner with the president. I never have dinner with the president. I never have dinner with the president. And when I see your ass again, I'll be hesitant. Now I think you a snitch. Throw a house nigga in a ditch. Half pint bitch, fucking your homeboys, you little maggot. Easy E turn faggot with your manager, fella. Fucking MC Ren, Dr. Dre, and Yella. But if they were smart as me, Easy E'll be hanging from a tree with no Vaseline. Just imagine a little bit of gasoline. Light 'em up, burn 'em up, flame on, so that Jerry Curl is gone. On a permanent vacation, off the massive plantation. Heard you both got the same bank account, dumb nigga. What you thinking about? Get rid of that devil real simple. Put a bullet in his temple. Cause you can't beat a nigga for life, crew. With a white Jew telling you what to do. Pulling wolves
Holy
with your stand.
shit, this
now
is
I gotta
straight
play the silence
acid.
of the lamb. With a mission who's a punk too. Trying to fuck me, but I'd rather fuck you. Eric White, punk, always into something. Getting fucked at night by Mr. Shit Packer. Bend over for the goddamn cracker, no Vaseline. Motherfucking nose job having ass, motherfucking Jerry Curl like Ambi wearing motherfucking bitch.
Have a good weekend. Can I just say that was absolute fucking fire? Good night. And thank you. Thank you to Ice Cube as well. Jesus.